KTRD, home of the Polyester Blend Network, is now on the air. Welcome to another broadcast day. Polyester Blend Live streams Mondays at 8 o'clock over the internet from the Schledio in Salt Lake City, Utah. It is also simulcast from UHF station KTRD, 299 MHz frequency from Hastings Dip in Utah's West Desert. As Polyester Blend Network and KTRD starts its broadcast day, we ask you to join us as we dissect, try to understand, poke fun, and also share our love of this strange Utah existence. But before we get to the live broadcast, let us see what's on the Polyester Blend Network and KTRD schedule tonight. At 11 p.m., a new show from Polyester Blend where we go behind the scenes and see a raw, uncensored look at the world of mechanical springs. Let's take a look. Oh, yes, I'm working on this motherfucking spring, and it's a piece of shit goddamn spring. And if I let the spring go, I might have some dead motherfucking lambs on the other side of the goddamn farm. But the spring is important because it's a part of the machinery that cleans up all the shit from the goddamn sheep. Anyway, so I'm about to let the spring go, this mechanical spring, huge spring. And right before I let it go, I see, there's an issue. I put the brakes on it. And that motherfucking spring would have caused a lot of motherfucking problems. I let that thing go. It would have been a lot of dead sheep. A good thing I break that spring. That's a taste of the new show called Spring Breakers Uncensored. After that, another controversial show from KTRD. This one a show a la the Jerky Boys, a call prank show, but instead these zingers are all for one specific person. Hello, this is Bunsen. Yeah, is this Bunsen? Yeah, I just said this is Bunsen. Oh, well, Bunsen, do you like hamburgers and hot dogs? Sure, why? Because you love buns, because your name's Bunsen, you idiot. That's not nice. And buns, like cheek buns, like butt cheeks. You're a butthead, Bunsen, you suck. That's in the new hit show, Bunsen Burners. That's what's on KTRD tonight after Polyester Blend, our flagship show. As we say here on KTRD, we drop the goods. But first, some inspirational words.
Utah, what a pity. Peace out, rock and roll. TikTok, time to rock.
Whoa. Bunsen burners. Huh. I don't know if it'll work, but, if you're just going to make fun of one person, the audience might not like it. Just seems a little cruel. But what's cruel is what we did to the Polyheads by making them wait an extra couple minutes. Some would say we start more like at 8:15 these days. Some would say we start at 8:30 tonight, but it doesn't matter because we're here with you. It's time for one thing. It's time for Polyester Blend Live. Oh, mercy me. Lots going on, people. This is a full broadcast. This is a full TV production with graphics, with all sorts of things going on. And that's why sometimes it takes a little time to get there. But
Bunsen
burners, yes. Speaking of Bunsen burner, he always burns a spot right in my heart where he nestles, sacks up, makes shop, and lives and nestles and eats the nutrients of my heart. I want to give to him all the way back from the Pacific Ocean, our good friend Clayton Scribner. You're with us, buddy. You're with us.
Yeah, I thought I shared my Google Calendar.
Oh, I need up to date, minute by minute.
I arrived back in Salt Lake City this morning.
God bless.
After snoring half the Delta flight. Like when I woke up, it was a half full flight. I was in row 30, and there was no one from 15 to 30. They just went up to the front.
Were they no, it's okay. Let it, just go to the front. We understand.
They're there's a wildebeest in the 30th row.
Buddy! This makes me so proud.
They need to work on their snoring ordinance. No, it was a great time.
God bless. God bless.
We had a wonderful time there. As you saw my digs last week.
Oh, come on now.
Wasn't bad.
No. They had the beautiful birds. We had the ocean view. Come on.
Just a dreamy time.
Wow.
But now I'm here.
God bless.
This crispy chili place we call Salt Lake City.
And it's springtime, baby. Welcome back to spring. It's only on the up and up from here.
I looked at the 10-day.
It's a bad 10-day.
It's not a great 10-day.
Not a good 10-day. Speaking of the not a good 10-day capital of Southern California, he's all the way from San Diego, our good friend, our Ed McMahon, Ryan Bradford. Are you with us?
Yo, I am here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even play a that just happens when I cut to you. I don't know what happened.
When you cut to me, when I start speaking, people start to scream. 10 days upon 10 days in the 10-day worst day capital of the world.
Day 1. Day 2. Day 3. I mean, it goes on like that from day. No.
It's like that song "Smoke Two Joints" by Sublime, and you realize he's just always smoking two joints.
Now, Ryan, let me tell you right now, it's nothing like that song. I got to be honest with you, okay? It's absolutely nothing like that song. But I appreciate you living to your SoCal roots, okay? Got to bring it to Sublime.
Rest in peace, Lou Dog.
Rest in peace, Lou Dog. We always, whenever we say rest in peace, Lou Dog, we always, want to give a
bark out to Lou Dog.
A bark to Lou Dog. That's more appropriate. Lou was a little older. Now, Clay.
Kind of a nasty dog, from what I hear.
Ooh, really? Ooh.
Yeah, he bit people.
Now these are we can't verify right now, right? We're doing the show, so you're just throwing out all sorts of stuff with no verification ability.
Yeah, regular listeners go and do your detective work. I don't give a shit.
Right. Did you know that dog from Frasier killed someone? Fucking killed someone.
Yeah, I heard he tax evaded too.
Yeah. Oh, bad tax evaded. Very gnarly dude. Very gnarly dude.
I didn't come prepared with the Frasier jokes.
No, that's okay. We can go on to other ones like Homeward Bound.
But you can still do Seinfeld. Or you could do or Frasier.
Oh my God! Yeah. Why do you need to do anything when you've got the classic Clay sound effect always ready to go?
That is a classic.
Just like we're ready to go here, buddies. We've got
my skin is a different tone.
Oh man, it's been
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I look kind of red there because the purple shirt's reflecting off my skin.
Your shirt just reflects all the Earth's energy, so that makes sense that it would reflect a little bit.
That purple shirt got some action this week. I wore that.
I will say that I was flipping through the Facebook stories, and I saw a man in an immaculate purple polo, and I was like, "That is Clay. Is that?" I was drunk also, so I thought I was like.
Wait! You were saying I was drunk in that video?
No.
I think it was a mutual. I was also drunk watching Facebook stories. I was like, man, some guy in a purple polo is really killing it at karaoke. I should send this to Clayton, and it was you.
Oh my God! I mean,
it was good, man. I found some new buddies who can really. They really. I don't know if you've captured my backup singers there. It was pretty spectacular.
Why don't we got to send this video over, Clay?
Anyway, that's it.
We got to be playing these videos. I mean, I want to see this.
All right, I'll send it over.
Send it over, baby. We want the people have been teased, and they want to see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Well, Clay, here's Clay. We found Clay. This was Clay on his Hawaiian trip. Looking great. I didn't know he wore glasses, but God bless. That's very exciting.
That's it. That's me. I shaved my mustache.
Right. And you always have to replace after you work out your purple shirt, your polos get a little rip. Yeah. Those biceps are just purple.
I'm bringing that cuff jeans, no socks look back too.
My boy. Well, it's glad to have you back. Utah has a little bit more of a pep in its step, Clay Dog, ever since he came back. You got that meth in the step, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where was I recently? And I was just driving around. I kept going, "Ooh, that meth in your step."
You got a little meth in your step.
A little meth in your step. And I was like, "That's a good line." But I'm glad to be here with you, Clay. I'm glad you're back with us. I'm glad to be here with Ryan.
It's good to be back.
So, maybe? Question mark? I know.
I don't know.
You're the one person.
With that.
You're the one person where I'm like, you know what? yeah, maybe not. You don't have to say it's good to be back because you're really in a nice place. But
Yeah.
the Polyverse is all happy to have you here, my friend. While you were gone, the entire population of Polyester Blend felt like this when you were gone. But we are glad you are back.
That's actual footage of me deplaning from my third my third layover on the way home.
That's what everyone was envisioning of you after the Snore Fest for a couple hours.
LAX at 4:30 a.m. is not a happy place.
Oh.
LAX at any time is not necessarily a happy place.
Well, I think I've only flown I've only been to LA. Haven't been hanging around Tinseltown for some time, and I couldn't describe it. Now, if you want me to talk about San Jose International Airport, I could go on all day, but we have no time for this. We must get to these things because we are, of course, broadcasting live.
Oh, you didn't want to do an airport deep dive? I mean, we're all 15 minutes late.
We got time. We'll get to it at some point.
No, we don't.
All right, let's go. Go.
Airports and the Relic.
Let's
Next
go.
show.
Yeah, exactly. Winnipeg Airport. What's going on there? Let's figure it out. People, what I want to get to is that we are, of course, broadcasting live in the internet, but we're also broadcasting live out in the West Desert. There is our humble abode known as the KTRD station, broadcasting out in the Hastings Dip in the West Desert. So if you're out there, whatever, you can always pick up a little UHF signal when you're out there. I was really proud because there was a Jeopardy last week or so where there was a UHF frequency question and I nailed it. And Steph was like, how? And I'm like, KTRD, baby. KTRD, because I know that UHF. And you can chime in with your knowledge of whatever you might want to talk about. And I'm going to put the Zoom link in there in a second because, of course, we have the YouTube chat going. We got Blake is already hot. Or Blake is already hot in the chat. He's
Blake
got
is
the eyes going.
Dominating the chat.
He knows that there's a very special person in our lives who's not there, and that is Chatmaster Jeremy. He is out on assignment, but he said he will join in a little bit, but he is not there. I'm putting the Zoom link in now. Feel free to join. Join the Zoom. But Chatmaster Jeremy
Especially if they're a Russian bot who wants to, put porn on our thing.
I know.
Let him in.
Is that person still around? We were getting them every week for a minute. It was such a simple post. Nah, we're not getting nothing. But welcome all those in the chat. We're glad that you be here on this wonderful ride known as Polyester Blend, the home of the mega purple shirt industries. We have a lot to get to. We got no time. Everyone's got to go at some point tonight. I know, Ryan, you got a hard out, so we got to get to things. And those things include Utah City's quiz, You Shop Bro. You and I made a You Shop Bro. Clay, I don't think you made a You Shop Bro.
I sent you.
You did? Oh, I got to check that in a second. We got a beautiful You Shop Bro. All the favorite things coming up first is Point of Order Utah News. Then we got Clay Sports Roundup. Then we got Ryan's Comics Corner. All within the first hour. Boom! And then we move into the music. And tonight, Clay, what is the music we're doing here?
Well, it's definitely in my outbox, dude. It's definitely sent to you.
I'm going to be checking it while you describe what we're doing for the music here tonight.
It's the 97th show of the Polyester Blend. We kicked this bad boy off in March 2020. Not sure what was going on.
That was a moose sound effect.
Exactly what was going on back then. We just crossed the 2-year anniversary of the Great Earthquake.
Oh yeah,
which means it's been about 2 years.
What's going on with the internet, Clay Dog? You got you're struggling.
So I started this and
You're off that Wi-Fi? I thought you had that 5G right there, dog.
Look right into the tower, baby.
Look, yes! Isn't there a plug in the tower?
USB port in that 5G.
And I wonder I didn't.
What about now? What about now?
A little bit better. Now it's starting to make sense why I didn't get that wonderful shop, dude. Because I'm not seeing a shop in my inbox. So just so you know, you might want to.
Are you serious?
Yeah, baby. The internet
sent that to the wrong Ryan.
Yeah, it's such a hot shop that
I sent it to Ryan Schlegel.
Oh, dog.
At Gmail.
Let's try it
again.
Let's try it again. But first, we have a live breaking news here, people. Breaking news all the way from Clayton's hometown. We must check in. Breaking news. Jeremy, Chatmaster, are you there?
I believe I am indeed here.
And now,
if this connection is good enough.
it's working. It's better than Clay's. I'll tell you that much.
We've got they got the Golden Knights on like 20 screens. Well, they were on 20 screens. Did the game end, or did something better just start?
No, it might have ended. They might have just given up on the team.
It was like all of these screens were the
shit.
Golden Knights.
Oh shit! Tim Rob's in the house. We've got, of course, formerly known as Tim. Get that guy off the camera. If he's ever on again, we're shutting it down. Okay.
Okay.
You
You're
keep
off
him
the
away
camera,
from us.
Tim.
Where are you?
He can't hear you anyway. We are at Aces and Ales in the outskirts of Las Vegas, Summerlin area.
Oof, baby. Clay Dog, give us a little sample of Sutherland.
Great beer list, though.
Well, that's that kind of stuff came online after Clay Dog's departure from the Valley.
I love when you realize.
I don't think Aces and Ales was around when I was coming up.
It was more like Scorpions and Dust. It's probably what it was out there.
It was more like four-wheelers, yeah. And
four-wheelers are people off the grid. Well,
yeah, I don't know anything about Aces and Ales. What are you doing in Summerlin? You're in Vegas and you're out in Summerlin?
He's on assignment.
Well,
whatever. Have you ever heard of the El Cortez?
Yeah, why aren't we at the El Cortez?
He's checking with his boss. Oh no, he's not checking with his boss.
Across the street from our hotel. No, yeah, this place is close to our hotel, and the reason our hotel's out here is because we are doing whatever job it may be that we have.
Yes, we don't say it here. We keep it off. We keep it off of here. All right. No need to identify yourself on this.
Who knows?
Who knows what you do? But we always like to check in where two of our sweet, beautiful Husky boys are eating. That is a new feature on the show. Where a Husky boy eating tonight, and that's our new segment here. So we're glad to have you a part of that. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, if you're eating, just jump in the chat. Show us you eat.
We want to see eating because God knows we love it. Jeremy,
I'll tell you what, I haven't eaten a bite today. Oof,
whoa!
man.
I thought Tim wanted to say something important. He just wanted the beer list. So.
Oh, okay, well, sorry, Tim.
Oh, this corporate retreat's off to a good start.
I know the tension's already high. Well, hopefully, Jeremy, you'll be around for your duties later here tonight. But you've got some time. You'll be all right. Enjoy your food there at Ace and Ales. What a goddamn sweet ass place that looks like. I'd love to get some brews.
Aces and Ales, it's only one consonant difference for those two words. You don't realize it till you're in Vegas. Baby.
Vegas, baby.
Actually, I do remember that. We used to call it Aces and Assholes.
Well, it's living up to its nickname tonight, buddy. We will check in with you, too. Thanks for being here. Keep chowing down. I say get some mozzarella sticks.
All right.
Oh, what a good check-in. Wow, these segments,
right.
They're humming. No wonder.
The show is going to be a real priority for those guys tonight.
I love that. It's like 30 minutes wait. Hey, let's go to two guys eating at a reasonable restaurant in outside of Main Vegas. Huh?
That's Polyester Blend, baby.
What content we have here tonight, and we have got
reasonable restaurant, but excellent beer list.
There, good to know, Jeremy.
Although my first order they just run out of, so.
All right, let me speak to the manager. I want you give me the phone to the manager, and I'll let them know. Yeah, I want to speak to him.
That would be some great live streaming.
Get my boy a beer, okay? Get him what he wants. Work so hard on this show, but you're going to work hard, not too hard, actually. This segue's going nowhere. To enjoy this next segment, Clay, I think we got to just get into the show. I think it's time to go.
Let's go. Let's ready to play.
Ready to play. We're already behind. Let's go to it, people. It's time for a little segment we love so much. It's called Point of Order. Point of Order. Why isn't that? Come on now. Whoa. Wake up.
Whoa.
Order, Ryan. Order. Volume. Order, Ryan. Order. People, it's time for Point of Order. Order. Where Polyester Ben looks at some local news. As Clayton was very afraid of, it turned out to be no problem. Ryan handled being the insight for Point of Order last week super well, though Clay questioned it during last week's show. Oh, Ryan was doing it?
Ryan Bradford did Point of Order?
Did he handle it? Is he okay?
How is it with the hyperlocal? The
hyperlocal, it's true. And speaking of hyperlocal, just a side thing. Let's go to this. Boom! Starting out with some good news. Buddy, big deal. National James Beard semifinalist. That's right, our own Hell's Backbone down in Boulder, Utah. A fantastic restaurant. One of the only things we got in the state that's going well. You know what I mean? This restaurant. Everything.
You like that place, huh?
You know what?
It's
You know
just
what
great.
bothered
It's
me
fun.
about James Beard? It's like he never had a beard.
Oh, good point, Ryan. Did James?
It's like ZZ Top. Do you know the guy in ZZ Top that didn't have a beard?
And
His
then,
last name was Beard.
what?
Was it really? Holy shit.
James Beard died when I was born. Maybe reincarnation? We'll never know. He did have a mustache, though, Ryan, so he did have some facial hair.
That's not a beard.
It's not a beard. Look at that jacket, though. My God in heaven, I love that jacket. Oh, what is that, tweed? Who knows here? Some horsehair? I'm not sure. But good news. I like when I'm a little place. Clay, I heard a little bit of suspicion about Hell's Backbone. You're like, oh, you like that place? Clay,
I like Hell's Backbone. I mean, I've eaten there a few times. It's great.
Whenever I have the chance, I enjoy it. Do I make it
I like the Burr Trail Grill, too. The other restaurant there in that town.
Well, let's be honest here. What does Ryan Schlegel also like? Squirrel Bros. I'm
on a Burr Trail Grill budget, if you know what I mean.
Hello.
But anytime anybody is driving through that place, I say Hell's Backbone Grill. It's a one-of-a-kind joint. How they have kept a successful high-end restaurant going in literally one of the most isolated towns in North America, or in the contiguous United States. Pretty impressive.
We can't not but bow and say congratulations, deserved, way to go. It's just I like to see something that's an international spotlight here in our fair state, Clay.
And also the proprietors, those ladies are very lovely.
Very nice.
They're very lovely people with they've got great attitude, great approach. They use local stuff.
Can't get enough. And we say Ordah from them, Clay. That's what we say, Ordah from them, Clay.
On to victory.
Speaking, we go from successful to unsuccessful. Clay, did you see this when you were in Hawaii just the other night on State Street and around 200 South, next to a friend of ours who we're eating right now's home base?
I saw some Twitter chatter.
Dude, a whole damn crane went down, dude.
No one got hurt?
I think I have not followed up on it. I'm not sure who posted. It was like
how near the crane building was that?
Oh, buddy, now that's a comment. That's a comment.
That's hyper local.
That's hyper local, dog. But there, it's I guess what's Kane's crane?
Do they got video footage of the actual collapse or not?
Not that I know of. And by the way,
all these cameras downtown, they don't actually have a hot shot of the whole thing coming down.
I haven't seen an update, dude. I have not seen an update, so I don't know if they got
those people in the next tweet seem to be having a good time.
Wow, they're like, finally that son of a bitch crane went down. And they're just having way too much fun about that crane fall. Ha! The crane went down. Sorry, but I'm not sure if anyone died. Sorry.
Maybe it was the ghost of all those people that ate at Green Burrito, Carl's Jr. and perished because of their unhealthy diet.
Let's just say whatever you ate there immediately left you, and it caused the ground to be very soft over the years because of emergency issues. And so it just
like an influx of diarrhea. Is that what you're saying?
Right. I didn't say it, but
we're supposed to insinuate gross things, not actually say gross things.
Thanks for handling that so softly and delicately out of your mouth, also known as an asshole. Okay, nice.
Also, did you ever go into the Green Burrito, or excuse me, Carl's Jr. / Green Burrito and go, I'll have a green burrito?
I personally, actually, I think I did once. I
don't think I ever went in there when it wasn't Hardee's.
I went in there once. These guys want to chime in? You want to chime in, Jeremy?
A coworker of mine once tried to. A homeless guy said he was hungry, so he said, "Oh, I'll take you in and buy you a burger." And then, the guy's like, "Well, buy me, multiple burgers," and it became a bit of a fiasco. But these guys actually.
Wow, there's more! What's up?
So, about, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks ago, we're sitting out the window, and Steven was like, that drill crane thing's wobbling an awful lot.
Shit.
And I was like, Fargo, please.
Shut up, Steve. Shut up.
What they're doing. They're professionals. It's probably supposed to wobble. It's part of the design for increased stability. It wobbles or something.
Right.
It's not like they just let any old jackass operate a giant, 12-story tall drill thing that
I imagine there's some type of quality control there.
Yeah, there's got to be quality. No way that's not regulated.
Just like they do with the president of the United States. But
yeah, they're not.
I love
some fascist wacko.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the bar crosstalk on Polyester Blend. That's just what this show needs.
We need. Yeah, I thought for a while, Claire. I was
It's
like,
kind of what the show's needed all this time.
I thought about this for a long time that we should just put a camera at Junior's that has a microphone, and if someone sits at the booth, we could try to get them to jump on. Like, hey, what are you doing? Come on, come on, Polyester.
Like in the background, Tim is explaining the entire concept of.
Here's a picture of the crash of the crushed car.
Whoa! Whose car
Is that
was
a PT Cruise?
Yeah,
That was the car that was underneath.
Yeah, we have had a great view of the very slow cleanup. Like they didn't even get the drill out till Friday,
Jesus.
and then the car, one of the smashed cars, was still there. Then
My God.
it's kind of like I thought they would have cleaned it up quicker. It's been pretty slow,
Well,
But no, it's like.
but I'm sure they have a professional supervising this cleanup
Right.
that really knows what they're doing. Obviously,
well, you know what? One of the things America prides itself on is like we expect cranes to fall, and we will clean it up fast. You know, like I don't know how much
Once
that
the
industry.
crane does fall,
I just
cranes are just going to fall. What can you do about it?
Exactly. We're not prepared for this kind of thing. They don't fall. We got this handled. Now, I will say that one thing about this crane is that was often a walk I would take to go to Jeannie's, the tobacco shop, just right there on State Street. So it would have been pretty ironic that Ryan dies of a untimely crane falling his head rather than the tobacco he was purchasing and smoking. You know, Clay, I mean, this is the kind of thing that could have happened.
Yeah, they were too busy over there at Janie's Smoke Shop.
Exactly. That's where I would have been. Anyway, Ordah, get your cranes in order.
That thing's tall enough. It could have crashed through the building. That we don't say where we work.
Right.
We talk about that.
Home,
but,
yeah, home base would have
a
been.
building. The Maverick base camp could have been smashed.
And then there would have been a plaque at the bottom for Jeremy and Tim that I don't need to see, and Steve. That would have been like, here lies our good friends. Even though we don't know why they would be involved in this. But gentlemen, good insight there from Aces and Ales. If you're ever experience a crane disaster and you're in Vegas afterwards, stop by Aces and Ales. Great way to drink your worries away down there in Vegas. Clay, sad news.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Oh, Rye, did you hear about this? Did you even know?
I thought it was a lock. I thought for sure it was a lock.
Of course we thought it was a lock. Of course.
And it was going to be one of the greatest, honestly, from a entertainment
It's going to be the best.
perspective.
It was
going to be the
best.
best. It was going to be the best week in Salt Lake City.
We would have
history.
had our finest cranes not falling out of the sky.
It honestly would have been more exciting than the Olympics to get the RNC convention in Salt Lake City in 2024.
I don't know. AlphaCon, I think, probably tops it.
It's like AlphaCon, and it's like everything wrapped in one, man.
Yeah, peak Salt Lake, AlphaCon. This would have been like.
I want to know what the clincher was. Like, did Mike Lee fuck it up, or was it Romney?
Lee always fucks
Or
it
a
up.
combination
Fuck
of both?
Fuck them both. I mean, go to hell.
Or did they realize that they don't need to have a Republican National Convention in Utah?
It's so true. I mean, it's all disgusting. But you know what, Clay? This falls into one of our famous evergreen segments. They were working hard. People here in Utah, sadly, all these miscreants, these monsters aren't going to come to our town. But Clay, it's not like they didn't try. They tried. They tried. Just didn't work out. So,
We still are getting the NBA All-Star game next year.
Yes,
which
that
will
is a
also be
lock.
very
I've
fun.
got breaking news from Aces and Ales.
breaking news. Hold on.
That's not breaking news.
Breaking wind or breaking news?
Tim is currently recounting to Steven his Francis McDormand Crypt Keeper
Oh,
show.
God,
Jesus,
okay, all
come
right, moving
on.
on,
We don't need
moving
to
on.
talk. Don't let the show. Tell Steve that does not reflect the show, okay?
We don't go backwards, we go forwards.
We don't go.
forwards.
Oh, well, actually, you know
I'll
what?
let him know.
Yeah, Clay, by the way, speaking of not going backwards but forwards, we are kind of going backwards a little bit, but we're going forwards because, Clay, I noticed this being posted the other day by the Utah DWR. Oh, what is this?
My mama always told me I could be whatever I wanted, so I became a problem.
Did you see that, Clay? Those are a
Mama
bunch.
always told me I could be whatever I wanted, so I became a problem.
That's right. The Utah DWR are putting they're throwing their hat into the ring of quagga humor, just like we did
We're ahead
last
of your
year.
time.
Of course we were, and we continue to be, and we will bring back the quaggas. Don't think they're done, but it's begun, Clay. The quagga season has begun. Ordah.
All hail.
All hail quagga. You never know when they might show up again. And this one comes from a good friend of ours, a good friend of the show.
Maybe the RNC already realized that Utah had enough invasive species wreaking havoc, and they were like, "Ooh, don't want to compete with the quagga."
That's a zinger good enough for Bunsen burners, dude. That's good stuff right there.
I tried.
I tried. Hey, Clay tried. This one
trying.
comes from a friend of the show, buddy. Just very quickly, you know that a TPOS member, we're not going to go through the whole thing. We have no one entering it, but he's getting, he might even be on, I should have made a Brown Brain Award. He's right there. But the current wall, of course, has the one and only Dave Alvarad there. You can see this this guy here. Alvord. What's his Alvord? Is that his name? Alvord?
I like how his shirt gets more like featured on the crop than his face.
Right. It's
which is perfect. He needs that shirt.
That shirt.
And the way he I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go there.
Do it.
The way he flaunts his undergarments.
Oh, buddy. You think it's a swagger move? You think it's a swag?
I think it's a signal.
Check out my check. You want to see it? No. Okay, look at it. No.
This ignorance is divine by God.
Anyway, I want to see that hot Dave Alvara underwear all the time, buddy. But this week, our friend of the show. Sorry. But that
was an unnecessary bass slap.
An unnecessary bass slap. But here we have KSL TV saying the Utah Jazz made history on Friday. For the first time, a broadcast group made up of entirely of women were calling the action. Amazing. This is amazing
awesome.
stuff. Such a cool thing. Oh, wait a minute. Can we not get 5 seconds of enjoying everything coming together here? Because commenting on Facebook is total piece of shit, Dave Alvarado, saying, are we going for representation or matriarchal domination? Or should it even matter? Why does the best job as an individual? And it's like, he's got to make it about him and about how men are under attack. These handsome men. Look at these handsome men. Look at these handsome men, and especially this one in the frame. We must let them stay. Can't let women take away this kind of thing you got there. We must single in there.
What did he say exactly? I missed it. I just missed the tweet.
He goes on and on, but just go read. I don't want to read the whole thing all the time, but he's just going on.
Why does everything have to be a thing with this guy?
I know. And by the way, he calls out. He goes for our friend over there. He's trying to go for blood there, but we won't get into that. But anyway, it's just this whole thing. All these guys are like, I don't understand. Like, it shouldn't just be for the best job. Why does it always have to be about women? They just reverse the thing where it's like, well, why are you focusing on women so much?
Whoa. They called one game.
For the first time ever. What should be a celebration of a new era, and yet this guy can't go 5. It just bothers him so much.
Yeah. When you only see the world through the culture war,
right? You
can't celebrate anything but, You
bring up these garments. You got to loosen them up, dude. They're starting to, the blood, it's not getting to the brain. Come on now.
I do, yeah. Oh my, is this like shield thine eyes?
Yeah.
Women calling sports games. One game, dude.
Unbelievable. Anyway, Ordah, we say to that.
Also, this is kind of creeping into my sports update.
We'll get that in just 1 second. Speaking of creeping in, I just wanted to say a new thing we do on. I keep saying that. A thing we do on Polyester Blend to kind of tease the Utah City Quiz of the Week is we do a news story from the county in which it's in. And this particular county, Clay, doesn't have its own newspaper. It's covered in one of our favorite newspapers of the entire state of Utah, the Richfield Reaper. And it's, in fact, talking about the Paiute High School, our state champions, the Thunderbirds, the first time since 1996, they are Class 1A basketball champions.
Winning.
Very good, Thunderbirds. They beat Panguitch, which was probably an all-time thriller for the ages. The PP Bowl, as I call it, Panguitch and Paiute. The PP Bowl. Because the P and P. Ryan, do you know what I'm doing over here?
Yeah. PP Bowl.
Yeah, now, because...
Yeah.
So,
Payson didn't make the cut.
Payson didn't make the cut, baby. I think they're probably a bigger school.
They're not 1A.
Yeah, they're not like, ooh boy, 1A. Little rough stuff.
Those are some teensy tiny schools, and those are some teensy tiny basketball.
Those are, these are young men, just
little guys.
These guys are coming into their own.
I see some hustle out there, though. That's nothing's more exciting than rural college, rural high school basketball.
I would, if it was nearby, I want to be there in a second. Are you kidding me? I would watch that in a second.
Charlie and I went to the high school state basketball championship last year.
How'd you have?
And it was cool. It was a lot of fun.
Come on now.
It was a lot of fun.
I like competition. I like healthy competition for me personally.
Did you sell some drugs? You offered to buy some beer?
I put a little meth in their step.
Hell yeah. Meth in the step.
Meth in the step.
Anyone need some beers? I can go get a sixer for any of you. 'Cause I'm pretty old. All right.
Why do you think Woods Cross won, dude?
Hey, do you guys want to watch my son? I'm gonna go buy some underage kids some drinks. I'll be right back.
Okay, come on, relax.
Nothing makes me happier than a bit where Clay's like, no. Guys, come on, no.
I don't like the role play you're getting into yet.
Oh boy, but I love the role play. We say Ordah to all those stories. Ordah, I love the role play you get in when you throw on your little saddle, you throw on your 6-shooter, and you line up one on a fence and you start shooting away on all the greatest news articles you picked out in a segment we call That's right, doggies. We went from the wonderful actual news of Utah hyperlocal news, and we go into Clay's special little zone where he plays with his little basketball, he plays with his little footballs and all his little buddies, and he rounds them up in Clayton Sports Roundup. What do you got, buddy?
I've been a little off the grid.
Whoa!
Sports. I didn't think, look, or read or consult about sports at all. I did a little recap of the week that was. I like to start off with my Jazz.
Of course, baby.
Anytime you go, it doesn't matter whether the Knicks are 10-70 or 70-10. Anytime you go into Madison Square Garden and you play a game, it's a significant win or it's a significant loss. Jazz went into Madison Square Garden down 2 of their starters and smoked the Knicks.
Let's go, baby!
Mitchell with an all-time career performance. I believe he had 36 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. I'm not even looking at the box score. That's how good it is.
Damn!
Great game for Donovan Mitchell. We started two guys in that game that weren't even on the team 2 months ago.
Dude, it's a complicated year with this Jazz. I get really worried. I get really excited. I get really worried. I get excited.
It's 10 games till the playoffs. They got 10 games to shore up things and get healthy and maybe make some noise. You really hope they do something special this year. No one's expecting a championship, but make it interesting.
There's a pocket. I was listening to something the other day. Not Lakers aren't good, Clippers aren't good. People injured, and a bunch of other teams. Memphis looks hot, but this could be our window, baby.
Yeah.
So we check it out. Good stuff there, Clay. What do we got next here, bud?
Continuing on in this theme of Rudy Gobert and why, for some reason, he gets shit-talked by everybody else and all the other stars in the league, especially defensive guys that say he's not that good. This is just an article that was in the national news today, so it was of interest. I thought Rudy came out and was like, I like Draymond Green. Draymond Green has been one of the main offenders talking crap. Talking crap. That sounds like
bull crap.
Talking bull corn about Rudy Gobert. Rudy was just basically like, he's nice to my face. I'm not going to listen to the media.
Woo.
I'm going to treat him like he treats me to his face, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Hey, respect, Rudy. Respect.
You gotta love the little drama that happens in sports behind the scenes.
I love it, and this is what keeps it going, baby.
And then finally, I believe my last installment is March Madness. Segueing into the shop. The shop theme is March Madness this year. Yes. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I caught 2 minutes of the Arizona TCU game last night.
Right.
And it was mildly interesting that Arizona mildly got close to mildly losing, but they didn't. So is there anything interesting? Is there a big Cinderella right now? Anybody got an update?
So I've got a bracket. And
who's tugging on our heartstrings? Is it Miami?
No, everything's garbage. It's all like, look at this. By the way, it was University of Kentucky that really got me. They really got me, Clay. They took me out of the going early. And then Ryan, I tried to go for San Diego State because I was like, my boys from San Diego, they blow it for me too.
So I got a bunch of garbage coming my way, mostly because of you. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and this
Garbage capital of the loser capital of the world.
That's true. I mean, thank you for saying
Everybody knows San Diego's garbage.
I still got Arizona to win, and they look like they're going to go that way. We had Michigan. I'm loving what I'm seeing with Michigan. You got an 11 seed. It's going on Thursday. You got that going on here. So, yeah, I mean, you got a couple of stories going, Clay, but nothing. A lot of the older dogs, and a lot of these the high-end stuff. I mean, I haven't been – once I saw that Kentucky was out. And Baylor, too. Baylor got destroyed. Then I was like, well, it's fine. Screw it. Because look at my bracket. It's basically busted, Clay. It's basically busted.
That's a busted bracket.
So I would say, you know what's causing me March Madness is this right here in front of me. And that was a perfect segue to the shop later on tonight because you said March Madness. I was like, what other kinds of March Madness are out there? So
I got some March Madness. Did you get my shop?
Not yet. I got to check in a second. But anyway, Clay, anything else? Anything else in Clayton Sports Roundup?
No, that's it. I mean, I just needed a little bit of I needed a little March Madness info. I haven't paid attention, honestly. I don't even know who's favored to win. I guess Arizona's a number 1 seed.
Yeah, Arizona, I think.
Gonzaga, but you know what's going to happen with them. They're going to lose in the Elite Eight or the Final Four.
This is it. And this is it for Ryan for a beautiful segment called Clayton.
Oh, wait.
What?
Did Duke lose?
Let's see. Did Duke lose?
Because I saw Mike Krzyzewski doing a press conference. He's still in. In. This is, Mike Krzyzewski, one of the longest tenured coach in college basketball history, one of the most famous coaches in basketball history. This is his final run.
Really? Because he was going since I was a kid, right? Like, I remember that guy.
He's going since I was a kid. I'm older than you.
I know. I didn't know that.
Long shot.
Oh, I'm finding out. Well, hopefully he becomes the Duke. And he lives up to it. And Dukes could sometimes be found in the West. And that's why we include Dukes in Clayton Sports Roundup. And it's been another great edition of it here tonight.
Will that ever get old?
It will. People, it is time for...
I'm with that purple shirt.
You know what? We gotta jam this all together, Ryan. I'm thinking. I think we're on a run here. Okay, I think we got to keep going.
You want to do Comics Corner right now?
I think we got to do Comics Corner right now because I'm thinking.
I'm down. I am ready to rip. Ready to read them and bring it.
We've only been doing the show for 40 minutes. We're ready to go. I think we can get this in and then basically have an hour. Then we come back with Utah City's quiz as long as I've gotten questions. Oh, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what's going on here. Just reading all the texts I'm getting. I love it. I love what I'm seeing here. Good question. We don't know. But we must get to this hit segment where this guy, he puts all this work into it all week. He's got things going on.
Oh, we're not doing music?
No, we're gonna try to punch through here to get the show back caught up. And that's why this guy, he's a really busy guy. He's got legal plants to grow, Clay. I don't know if you know this. I don't know. Did you know that Ryan has been growing? I think you were here when he announced he's growing the marijuanas. Okay, he's in the modern boy. He's really busy with that, but he still finds time to do something we love, where he goes ahead and goes to the Sunday Funnies and he reads them and brings them here. It's Clayton's.
He reads them and brings them.
It's Ryan's. And I forgot to change this. God damn it, Ryan! It's time for your Comics Corner, one of the hit segments on Polyester Blend, where we check out a throwaway comic and then our hit love of Merryworth. We can't wait for it. Ryan, what do you got this week, my friend?
Right. Again, this is a segment brought to you by Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce, which very tasty on the wings. I had some wings this morning, or also
this morning.
Not this morning. An hour before the show, ate some very tasty wings. Frank's Red Hot always delivers. Still trying to champion for that Totino's Pizza Roll sponsorship.
I know.
But we'll see.
We got to move on. We got to get on to.
They're on the hook.
We got to start doing that and make sure it's there. Let's see if our friend. Oh no! Let's see if our friend Weezer Pepper. He is there, Ryan. Because in honor of the wonderful Frank's Red Hot Sauce, we have, of course, Weezer Pepper counting down his favorite Frank's Red Hot Sauce, and then comparing them to a great Weezer song. So let's go real quick, Ryan. I think he has one to announce this week. Let's see. Yes, hello, Poly Blend. It's Weezer Pepper again with another hit Weezer Pepper review, comparing it to a great Weezer song. This week, my number 6 pick is, of course, Stingin' Hot Garlic Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Stingin' Hot Garlic. And the song by Weezer that best compares to this, that really describes the stinging honey garlic, is, of course, Troublemaker.
the song Troublemaker by Weezer, and the lyric from Troublemaker that perfectly reviews the stinging hot garlic sauce by Frank's Red Hot Sauce is, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? Whoa!
Whoa, Weezer Pepper. Did you ever make it to Green Burrito?
Yeah, a couple of times. There was the time Weezer was about to play the Basement to Deviate earlier on in their career. Again, I'm on record not liking Weezer at that time, but I stopped by and got a burrito, and boy, it was a troublemaker, just like singing honey garlic. Let's just say Weezer Pepper spent a lot of time at the basement bathroom of Deviate.
Okay, well, thank you, Weezer Pepper, for that wonderful review. It's really getting specific with that stuff, so we're really finding out a lot there, Ryan. But anyway, this, of course, Ryan's Comics Corner, sponsored by Frank's Red Hot Sauce. That is why we do that. Ryan, what do you got for us this week?
All right, let's get to that throwaway. Everybody loves a throwaway.
We love a good throwaway. This week's throwaway. We're looking at
this week's throwaway.
Is a four paneler.
Pooch Cafe. Four paneler.
Got a 4-paneler here. Pooch Cafe, one of our
Pooch
favorites.
Cafe, everybody's favorite throwaway comic, especially Clay Dogs.
Oh yeah.
buddy.
So a little unorthodox formatting here. I mean, it's a classic 4-paneler, but you have
Sure is.
3 very squished panels and then one big one. So in the very first squished one, you got Poncho, the main dog. He's digging, dig. Second one, he holds up his prize, a bone that he extracted from the ground. And then the third one, a collapse in the earth that is bringing cars. It's just chaos. And then supposedly, I assume that was like a load-bearing bone that held this breed up or something.
Bones of the
And
city.
then and then in the last panel, you got Poncho writing in his diary. It says, "Dear diary, good news and bad news. Good news, we can assume, is he found a bone.
Right.
Bad news is he caused catastrophic damage, structural damage, by taking it out of the ground."
It does leave the mind to interpretation, though, Ryan, because maybe the good news is that he killed a bunch of people. He's kind of a mass murderer. Bad news, he didn't like that bone.
Did not even think about that. Very smart read on that, Ryan.
Just reverse it. Just reverse it.
Yeah.
Now,
one thing I will say about Pooch Cafe is they got good action. I really enjoy the action in the third panel of all those cars just falling into the sinkhole of the earth.
right. Heaven forbid you maybe come up with some different car designs. Is there just 3 identical cars, and that's on that one street? Is it a dealership across the street? I don't.
Do we establish what the good news is?
About the what?
He got the bone.
Oh,
he got the bone,
Yeah,
and
he
he
got the bone.
perhaps killed somebody.
Yeah, we don't know. We're not sure. But Ryan, also, does he have like a school desk? Notice he's at school, right?
That is correct.
final
Yeah, that's
panel.
a very old-fashioned school.
Don't quite understand.
Which brings into question what kind of home life Poncho has.
Was a twist.
And
of life.
now that you mention it, the design of the cars, that's a little old-fashioned.
Yeah, exactly. And this
We'll
is
keep an eye on this.
We'll keep an eye on this. Always an ongoing story with Pooch Cafe, and a very good one. Ryan, quality throwaway.
That is a definite throwaway.
I loved it. I think it's a fantastic one. Rye, it's time to go to the bread and butter
All right.
of this segment. We have for some time. Oh, God damn it! I forgot the characters. Oh, but we got it. Oh, we got a good one coming back. We've been doing Mary Worth for a while in this continuing this series. Ryan, what do we got this week?
Ooh, we got a good one.
Oh.
It should be Mary Worth Your While. So
We've got
this is a classic classic Sunday structure with 7 panels going on here.
I should just make
So
a
the
7-paneler because they always have the 7. It seems like.
The
Right.
Sunday 223.
Oh, the
The
good point.
223.
The 223. Nice,
Good.
Jeremy.
Good call, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So a little
reverse proportions.
little recap. We got Toby, the blonde woman. She is an instructor at the community college, Costa something community college. She teaches art, and for the past few weeks, she has been flirted with by Cal, one of her students, and so I think that just brings us up to here. Oh, and last week we got the old woman,
Yes.
who was kind of onto Toby's shenanigans.
Toss-worthy.
Yeah. So, and I think this recaps that as well. So this is a recap of a recap.
And really quickly, here's Toby. Here's the love interest there from last week.
Yeah. May you notice her uncommon mouth, which
She
was
freaks
brought
out
up in
about
a few comics ago.
rendering her unlovable by anyone but her boring old husband.
It was Cal who drew her, and she was like, "You even managed to get my uncommon mouth correct." Something like that.
So gnarly. But here we go. We've got the husband back.
Right, Brigham Young, as is evidenced by his beard.
Hey, is that James Beard? Oh wait, never mind.
No, reverse of James Beard. James Beard only had a mustache.
Yeah, that was it's the Bizarro James Beard Award guy. Worst restaurants.
So, as always, Sunday starts out with a little quote. This one by Samuel Richardson.
Sunday starts out with some eel windows.
Eel windows.
Nice.
The eels are very present a lot in this one. So, where words are restrained, the eyes often talk a great deal by Samuel Richardson. Dear, you look a bit stressed, says Brigham Young. And then when Toby Cameron gets home, her husband says, "Do you want to talk about your day, dear?" She says, "Oh, Ian." Then she's remembering the old woman from last week, commenting on her relationship with Cal, or her interactions with Cal. And she's saying, "A little young for you, isn't he?"
Oh!
And she's still remembering she got into a fender bender with some guy in a blue pickup truck. Red means stop, lady, you stupid.
Okay, whoa. Can we take some stabs at what the asterisk exclamation mark ampersand means there?
Oh, I mean, let's see.
I've go ahead, Clay. What do you think it says?
I'm not starting. I'm not starting. I'll let your imagination run free.
I think he's just a punctuation fan. He's just a fan of tickling those
You
keyboards.
stupid exclamation point, number sign, ampersand, asterisk,
Nice.
schwa.
Now this
Schwa doesn't make the cut. My bad.
is rough stuff.
and-
My God.
And then she's still remembering herself crying, and then flash back to the present moment with her husband Ian, and she says, "Not really."
Whoa.
And that was in response to, "Do you want to talk about your day, dear?" So not really. She's obviously had a very traumatic week, having to engage with this colleague that is accusing her of some sort of tomfoolery with a younger student, running with this. Is that a MAGA hat? Is that guy in the blue pickup wearing a MAGA hat?
It's insinuated, I think. So
Red
this
means
is
stop.
not the compelling mouth girl.
This is the bad
No,
mouth
this
girl.
is.
This is.
The uncommon.
So
mouth.
she was engaged in some kerfuffle.
Well,
tomfoolery.
there's some business
yeah.
here.
There's
There's
some
some
stuff.
business.
Well, she's always playing aloof. Like she doesn't know that Cal is
Come on.
flirting with her. I don't think so. I don't
I mean,
think
if you
she's
were married
acknowledged-
to neckbeard Ian, you'd be flirting with the undergrads too.
It's a fair point.
That's true.
I'm just
Good
saying.
point.
What would Dave Alvord have to say about this? I'm just kidding.
I feel like men should be the only ones who are in the comic.
Why are there women in this comic?
And they speak.
It should be called Markworth. Thank you. Thank you.
I like that. Mark Wart, perhaps.
Let's start a new one. Sorry. From the male perspective.
Wait. All right, very
Oh
good.
wow, that was a long
Thank
delay.
you.
The board's got a lot to go through. Board offers a lot.
All right.
Now,
And now as always, we scour the Comics Kingdom comments for the best comments regarding each one.
Yes.
So we got
this is-
Grozar. Grozar, who is whoever Grozar is, they're commenting every day on the Maryworth. Is a familiar name. He says, Toby sheds uncommon tears in relation to her uncommon mouth.
Yeah, that's a deep man.
Just like her uncommon
He's
mouth.
he's paying as much attention as we are. He or she, I'm assuming.
I'm gonna assume it's a dude because most of the commenters on Maryworth are men, and they're all vaguely too severely disgusting.
Who are these people?
So then we got Captain Obvious. It's like penultimate panel. She passes gas so offensive that it makes her eyes water.
Oh man, I think we found like the darkest recesses of the internet comment section. Like people say, like, don't read the comments. Like this is
why.
This is dark. This is sick.
Is that white eel the fart? Is that the like air of the fart going out like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And like she literally just got called like a, you know, we could fill in the blanks. Possibly the worst names you can call a woman. And he says she farts. I mean, come on, Captain Obvious.
It says sniff.
It
does say sniff.
Yeah, true to Captain Obvious's point.
She says sniff.
All right, I yield to Captain Obvious.
Ryan, another amazing addition here of the hit segment we love so much, Ryan's Comics Corner. Way to go, my friend. Another obvious success. All right, buddy. Great job. We did it. We caught up to the show only by a half hour off. But that's okay. We're gonna try to power through this. I got your shot, bro, Clay. Thank God. We're ready to go with that.
Yeah.
We're going to do our first music break, and we come back with Utah City's quiz. Clay, what are we doing for music again this week?
Well, it's our 97th show. I tried to explain this at the beginning of the show, but my internet cut out. It's our 97th show. We're 3 shows from 100. Who knows what we're capable of at 100? I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to do some crazy stuff.
It's true, baby.
We need to start workshopping that.
We got a big thing. We got a big thing
now. Shout songs from 97.
Love this. And Clay, I believe I have your first one, Miss Modular. Is that right?
I didn't think that was my A.
Your second.
It wasn't my A. I don't think it was my A.
You got maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it, baby.
No, my A was a different one. Go.
Okay, hold on. Let me go get it. Let me get it. You start describing it while I pull it up, my friend.
Well, this is from, I mean, if you were a music fan in the 90s, or a music fan in general, or a dude or a person.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, boy.
This is the ultimate album from the ultimate, what I consider the ultimate weirdo band of the 90s and
song.
beyond.
Oh, this song.
I'm glad you picked this because I was really wanting to.
One of us was going to do it.
I was going to do Waving My Dick in the Wind, but I decided this is a family show. This is a title track off what's widely considered Wayne's Sergeant Pepper.
I love it, dude. You're so right. Wayne's Sergeant Pepper. Has that ever been said out loud before?
I don't know. I made that up.
I love it so
I have no idea.
much. Oh my god.
It is. Many people do call it their masterpiece.
It's my favorite. That's my favorite Ween.
Of course, it's the best. It's
and of course, Ocean Man is probably the most recognizable song from. If you're not a huge Ween, yeah. But this, there's other weird tracks on this record, but I just love the loop. I could listen to this song.
So pretty.
Times.
It's such a pretty song. I love it.
It's so pretty, but also ridiculous, which is Ween's specialty.
How do they thread that? They thread it, baby. They thread it.
Yeah, they do. I the band that I was in tried to harness that kind of same ethos, like just kind of you always want to be funny and cool and pretty all at the same time. That's like the 90s way.
And just like Polyester Blend, we are always that, especially when we go off about.
Well, we're not pretty.
Speak for yourself.
Are you Toby? You Toby doing?
Yeah. What do you think? You're Toby in the last penultimate frame.
Sniff.
Oh wow, we've really gone to the gallows humor here.
Pretty.
All right. Anyway,
Pretty
it
and
is-
beautiful. Polyester Blend. This song also.
it is Ween, the Mollusk title track off the album The Mollusk, came out in '97.
Gorgeous.
Well, right after Chocolate and Cheese, right before White Pepper.
Two song set. Polyester Blend will be back after this song, and then Ryan's pick you can see on the screen. 2 song set. Ryan's Comics Corner coming up after this. Thank you for being here. I always forget once the stress of the show, and then it gets going, and I just love it so much. Love you guys. Love Polyheads. Polyester Blend.
buddy.
2 song set. All songs 97. We'll be back. Pauly Shore.
Hey little boy, what you got there? Did you find it in the sandy ground? Does it emulate the ocean sound? Yes, I found it on the ground, emulating the ocean sound. Bring forth the mollusk, cast unto me. Let's be forever, let forever be free.
Oh, heard of that band? Whatever happened to them? Hope it went well.
That little band.
And those guys' names were U2. They went on to so much. They went on to become the symbol of St. Patrick's Day, Radiohead. Ryan Bradford, your song.
Yeah, I figured it was probably against the law to do a 97 show and not play something from OK Computer.
Yes, you got to do it. You got to do it. I get it.
And that's my favorite. That's still my favorite Radiohead song.
Really?
All time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. God bless. I mean, I'm a Kid A guy. It's hard for me not to pick from that. But again, at the same time, I wasn't an early Radiohead dude. But one of my In Rainbows, I think, is such a solid record. My God in heaven.
Right. And Rainbows is the best Radiohead record.
Oh, I love what I'm hearing right now. Because that damn song, what is it called? I mean, they're all good. House of Leaves or House of Cards. House of Cards. Holy guacamole, does that do it for me?
I agree, Ryan. That is their best song.
And then,
thank you, Clay.
In my opinion. But, I'm a Benz guy myself.
What's the other one I love so much than that one?
Oh, Amnesiac.
Yeah, well, that's a good one, too.
Oh, it's their best album.
Oh, we got a guy. You know what time it is when that guy pops his beautiful head onto Polyester Blend. It's our good friend, treasure hunter, not so good, quiz writer, super goddamn good. He's our good friend, producer Patrick. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great tonight.
Buddy, you worked so hard.
I had a nice chicken soup. I'm ready to ask some questions.
Chicken soup for the soul, just like Polyester Blend is for the goof soul and the Utah City's knowledge soul. And we have everyone's starting to gather. The alarm has gone out like when the Justice League would get together. All the freaks are starting to assemble on this Zoom, the most disgusting Zoom on the internet. It's the new format, or should I say lineup? Everyone gets mad when I say format. People, it's the new lineup, meaning that Utah City's quiz is bumped up. We don't know if we'll get Girk. Who knows if we'll get Girk? He might.
No Girk yet, huh?
He might be fighting off somebody on the internet. He's got a lot of trolls these days. But people, the new right after the first music break moment is where we go to this beautiful Polyester Blend, long-standing hit segment where we go one by one in a challenge where we look at all of Utah because we are a hyper-local show. And we look at all the cities. We did the counties. We've done 50 of these cities. People, it's time to go head-to-head in a battle where someone will die at the end. We'll find out who in a segment called Utah City's Quiz is a game between Ryan and Clay. Utah City's Quiz is about knowledge of Utah. Sometimes they know a lot, then the other times they don't. But that's what's fun about it. Let's fucking go! People, it's time for the hit segment everyone loves. Utah City's Quiz.
Is that the motto of the quiz?
What did I say it was?
Let's fucking go.
I think so. I think it's just been decided.
Sometimes it feels that way.
It does.
I feel like I had good questions this week.
I loved it, and you came down to the wire. You got a lot going on.
I'm
down to the wire, Ryan.
I know.
I'm tapping out already.
He's coming for blood. He's coming for blood, Clay. He's coming for blood. I'm just going to say that right now.
It will be bloodletting.
I just realized I have to reverse the order because of who won last week. Because usually it's been a while since this guy won, so I kind of got used to putting the names in the right place.
Do I have to change my
I don't know if I was distracted last week or what, but I got annihilated.
You tell me which order you want it when we get there. You'll find out. You'll be question number 3, Pat, and you can tell me if you want to reverse it. We'll find out who goes there. And then the bonuses. People, this is a hit segment on Polyester Blend. We've been written up in numerous periodicals. The New Yorker, The Economist, Harper's, The Atlantic. They're all like, what's going on out in Salt Lake with this Utah City's Quiz? There's some magic there. There's some magic, and we know that there is. And it is our hit segment, people. Utah City's Quiz. The City's Quiz is a game between Ryan and Clay. You can see the score on your screen right now. Clayton in purple with 25. Ryan inching his way back in with 23 in yellow. You can see on the screen there. Yes, some would say, oh, Clay might be at a disadvantage. All the reds are basically not in his favor if you look on the screen. But it is a close competition here to this day. That is what we currently have. People, I announced this earlier that we are reading the Richfield Reaper, and we noticed that the Paiute High School, Paiute County, notice on the screen, Clay, first entry into Paiute County in Utah City's quiz.
There ain't much there.
There ain't much there. That's why we don't do it that much, because there's like only 3 or 4 recognizable areas, even census-designated areas, out of the 309 possible, which we're going through. Clay, we like to do this, but you don't get to go first this week. Ryan, you get to go first for .0001. What city in Paiute County do you think we're doing?
Paiute land, Paiuteville.
Now, you're saying Paiute land or Ville. You got to pick one or the other there, bud.
Paiuteville.
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 Paiuteville. Okay. I'll explain maybe where you went wrong with that, but you just hold on tight.
Paiuteville.
Paiuteville.
It's Paiuteville.
These are both good options. Clay, your thoughts on what it might be?
Well, I know a little bit about Paiute County.
Oh, you know what, Clay? I took off 1 point. I'm sorry. You're at 26, dog.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. You know what? I'm sorry.
I mean, you have a long history.
Wait, I might have taken. No, I got to relook. I might have deserved that. So let's keep going.
Anyway, I know a little bit. I'm fascinated by Paiute County.
Absolutely.
Smallest pop, right? Second smallest. One of the smallest.
Daggett is the smallest. Then Paiute.
Paiute's close. It's one of those counties where the county seat is smaller than the biggest city. Which I'm not even sure the biggest city.
Good point, Clay.
Anyway, I'm going to say, so it's either, I'm going to say Junction. Let's go with the county seat. Junction.
Ooh, Junction. This is good. Hold on. I want to look up what you just said. You might have blown my mind. And in fact, Clay, you are right. But it is not this city that's the biggest one, Clay. But it is true that Junction is the county seat and smaller than the largest city. Gentlemen, this week we'll be going to battle in the wonderful community. I actually love it. I like to stop in this town, get some gas, walk the beautiful little downtown. Of course, we are referring this week we'll be going over Marysville, Utah. Now, Ryan, there is no Paiuteville or city. I just want you to
shout out to my friend. Yeah, shout out to my friend Chad, whose family's from Marysville.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
should be a lifeline here. God damn it. But
he's too classy to watch this show.
Oh, I don't watch that show. No. I am going to an electronic dance music festival, though. It's like, come on.
That's true.
I know the man. Just like you might know a little something about Marysville. That is, of course, the subject of what we're doing this week. Ryan, this is exciting, buddy. You won last week, and you haven't. Clayton has really taken advantage of this. I'm pretty sure Clayton won. Ryan, did you win last week? Yeah, you won last week, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I won. Okay. Yeah, I won.
Took my Hawaii. I got a
That's right.
The Hawaiian Massacre.
There's Marysville. Ryan, as you know, we ask 4 questions, then a 5th question, then a bonus. That 5th question gets to go. The first person that gets to try to answer it is the person that gets the coin flip. Ryan, we have 2 options with the coin flip. The new one was the tiny penny. And the old one, heads or tails, Ryan, with which one?
I'm going to go old one with heads.
Ooh, he's just looking at it. He just says what he sees.
He's trying to creep on my shit.
Fuck.
You can't try to go with my steez.
Try to go for his
My
steez.
steez.
You try to go
My
for his
steez.
steez. And it just doesn't work when you go for that steez, Ryan. Ryan, if you would have gone for the penny.
Achievement unlocked. Baby steps.
You would have had baby steps towards winning.
Voiceover.
And that's right. We wish you voiced over that.
Quiz over.
That's a .001, Clay. You're humming already, baby.
Thorny,
Clay. We got authority, Clay. People, we are, of course, doing Marysville. I like to go over a couple of oeuvre, as we say, oeuvre, where we give you a little taste of the community before we get into the questions. As always, we want to know how to pronounce it.
This always gets me.
Utah, a great place
That thing at the end, I wouldn't have gone that way musically. I just feel
I like to think it would be like
news, everybody.
I think you'd lose a lot of people on the Utah City Square.
Wait a minute. Breaking news from Aces and Ales, where your 3 favorite boys who work at a gas station like to go and chop down and get some brews. What's up?
Tim says he has some stories about Marysvale.
Tim, how many of them have to do with Francis McDormand? Tell me right now.
How many of them have to do with Francis McDormand?
Okay, then we will be deemed okay. Does he want to tell them now? What was the plan with this?
No.
Tim?
I don't trust Tim after this many beers at Aces and Assholes.
Him to tell us stories.
No, when I was shooting the TV show, I went to the Marysville ATV Roundup. It's a good time.
That's a story that seems good after 4 beers. Hey, story. Okay, so I was working and I was in Marysville.
Newsflash.
I'm gonna tell you a story. I gotta tell you a great story, Ryan.
Yes.
I was at this gas station.
Was it a Maverick?
Hey, why would we talk about Maverick? There's no reason we would talk about Maverick. Tim, is there more stories or is that it?
Well, the main thing was that most people who go to the ATV Roundup at Marysville, they don't actually leave their ATVs. Like they'll go drive around.
Yeah.
And they'll go like, hey, you should go walk over there and check out that thing in the mountains. It's cool. And they're like, I'm not getting out of my ATV.
Yeah.
And they do not. They will not walk.
Tim,
they will not exit the ATV.
I'm glad you set that up because I feel the same thing when I stop in Marysville, is that you notice that everyone's on an ATV. I did not know about the just not even walking anywhere, but also, oh God, shit, we gotta hurry here. Anyway.
The only thing that would get them out of the ATVs was at the end of the ride. There's like a barbecue.
I thought Schlegel was going to say that when he's in Marysville, he doesn't want to get out of his car either.
I never get out. Well, I do get out of my car just because I love that.
No one wants to exit their vehicle.
We must get through this quickly. We are on a time crunch, gentlemen. A time crunch. One of us must go.
Episode.
Well, trust me, it's the whole thing. I started late, the whole thing. Anyway, here's some oeuvre. Here's some beautiful footage of the Marysville Parade in 1960. Look at this beauty. Come on now. This is wonderful stuff we're seeing down here. I love it so much. This next one is just about this like train thing, because there used to be a train stop in Marysville, and these people are all about checking it out. A 20-minute epic. I highly recommend the Destroyed Marysville branch of the Denver Rio Grande. This is by Toy Man Television, and I highly recommend watching it. But we must get to the quiz. We must get to the quiz because our good friend Ryan Bradford has to get going, and he feels lucky. Maybe speed will help him out. Let's find out. Ryan and Clay, as you know, the first question, the first person to go gets a possibility of getting 1 full point. If they get it wrong, the other person can steal for 0.5. Ryan, you won the quiz last week. That means you get to go first, and you will answer my first question, and it has to do about this, Ryan. How much do you know about this right here on your screen? Do you know what that is, Ryan?
Looks like a bridge.
Smart man. Maybe that bridge knowledge will be good. Don't forget you have Lifeline. Ryan, this is, of course, the Marysville Bridge. A short description. It was constructed in 1910. It was built, and at the time, in 1910, was the largest bridge and that could handle the most weight tonnage across the Sevier River. It's 26 feet long. You can carry 28 tons on it and sustain a live load of 20 tons. Very exciting stuff, Ryan. It was a big deal for a long time. Then in the 1990s, they were like, all right, you had a good run. 1990s, all the way from 1910 to the early 1990s. Good long run for this thing. They finally built a 2-lane blacktop bridge to replace it. But Ryan, a little bit of trivia here, It still stands to this day, Ryan. You can see a photo of it right here. This is how it looks today. Still, not doing bad for built in 1910.
Pretty good.
Ryan, according to the Richfield Reaper, which we've already discussed earlier, in an article from 1910 discussing the opening of the bridge, they make a point to say that this amount of people built that bridge, Ryan. This amount of people built this bridge
My question is, Ryan, how many people built this bridge according to the Richfield Reaper in 1910? I give you 4 options. Was it 4 people? Was it 8 people? Was it 12 people? Or was it 16 people? You have lifelines available. What do you think?
Rob, what do you think?
Now, Rob, is producer Rob there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Before you can answer, wait, Rob, before you can answer, real quick, how are the dishes?
Yeah. Coming right along.
Okay, keep going then. Keep going.
Bradford, I think it's 8.
All right. I was picking between 2, and that was one of them. So I'm gonna go with Rob. Say 8.
Rob, he has a sketchy history doing this Utah Cities quiz. Sketchy history. But he's not going to be sketchy this time! 1 full point! Starting things off for the man who's got to go. He's got things to do. We got Ryan coming in with 1 full point. Oh, boy, Clay, you're already in the trenches with this one, bud. You're in trouble. Trouble, brother. This next question's for you, Clay. Are you ready, buddy? You ready?
Always.
This is for 1 full point. You have lifelines. We're going to play a little bit of a video for this. A little bit of a video just to give you a taste. My friend, who I've emailed and commented on this video, Jacob Barlow, longtime friend of Polyester Blend, even though he doesn't want to come on the show because he's a Mormon guy. I don't think he likes our politics. But he produces everything. He puts all the things out here. He's talking about the Cottonwood Grove
Here in
Dance
Marysville,
Pavilion.
Utah. 100 North, 100 East. We've got an outdoor dance pavilion here. There were several of these webpage links.
That's what it looks like. The Cottonwood Grove Dance Pavilion, Clay. That's where that is. In fact, Clay, do you know much about these dance pavilions of Utah? Do you know about these?
I know, like dance ballrooms, ballet, ballet rooms, like in the small towns. They had these kind of these dance was a thing.
Yes, my
a
friend.
Place where people danced.
And
the outdoor vibe, I'm not too familiar with the outdoor dance pavilions. I know that I've been to some dance halls in small town Utah that are still around or in disrepair, but I did not know about the Cottonwood Grove Dance Hall or dance pavilion.
Good friend Jacob Barlow, who is cataloging. He does videos, maybe not the highest quality.
How many Jacob Barlows are there in Utah?
I know, right? Good point.
Come on.
Good question. But this guy he's one of my
go.
favorites, Clay, because he really he goes to all these sites, doesn't make the greatest videos, but he catalogs all this stuff, and he has a list on his outdoor dance pavilion.
Oh, he's got a list of all the dance. Okay,
come on, pretty sweet stuff. And this one we're talking about Cottonwood, which is in Marysville.
That looks ornate. I bet you some
and look at that
things went down.
fireplace. I know, right? It's kind of amazing. Now, of course, Clay, this is historically a gathering place for the community, including dances. I was excited to see that recently, according to Marysville website, there was another use for the area, for the pavilion. I'm going to give you 3 fake ones. There's 1 real one. What is the real thing they recently did in Marysville with this area? Okay, Clay? I give you 4 options. Was it A, fish rodeo? Fish rodeo. They fill the whole pavilion up with water, fill it with fish, and kids attempt to catch as many fish as they can with their hands. Is it B, Pioneer Day? Oh, it's the wrong one. God damn it, son of a bitch. Sorry, hold on.
There is no B.
B is, of course, this one. B, Clay. Is it Pioneer?
Oh, buddy.
God damn it. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, bud. There's so many things going on here. Oh, did I fucked it up? God damn it. Well, B, I'll just have to read, Clay.
Read it out.
I actually deleted over it. Community deer and elk butcher. After hunting season, the community gathers as a collective to share resources, knowledge, to break down the carcasses of their recent hunt. Is it C, Pioneer Day pie toss? For Pioneer,
break down the carcasses.
They gather it all together. You never know. Pioneer Day pie toss. For Pioneer Day, local bakers bring their favorite pie creations to the pavilion to be judged on best prize. Any baker's pie who is not selected is subject to the failed pie being thrown in their face, the baker's face. Or is it D,
kind of sick public shaming is that?
I know. I mean, this is Marysville. You never know what's going on in Marysville, dude.
It's a hardcore community.
And then the last option, gold and silver
Thanks,
panning in honor of their mining history. 37 tons of dirt from a historic mine, 37 tons of dirt in honor of the amount of dirt extracted to make the first mine shaft of the area, is placed in the pavilion with a makeshift panning trough from nearby Sevier River water. Kids can try their hand in gold and silver panning.
Is it actual mining shaft dirt? Because that's not like, does it pass OSHA standards?
They said that they get dirt. They get some dirt from a historic mine. That's what it says.
That seems like a really terrible idea. Okay,
but that's what they do apparently down here in Marysville. So remember, Clay, you have
the kids down to the tailings pile. Shift through it.
You've got 4 options. You've got fish rodeo.
Oh, Gurky's here. Gurky,
Gurky.
Did you see all these options? One of them you can't see.
Nope, I didn't. But I'll go with A.
Okay, he wants A, fish rodeo. B
doesn't look like the pavilion could hold water, but okay.
B is the elk and deer carcass roundup. C is the Pioneer Day pie toss. You competition for pies. If you lose, the pie gets thrown in your face.
Good option here. There's no good option.
And gold and silver panning in honor of the mining history. Panning right there. You can have life
question, Ryan.
For you,
I love how substantial every single answer is. You really, no wonder this show started late. So Gurky, we got fish rodeo. We fill it up. Are you still? You're still doing fish rodeo?
I think fish rodeo is the way to go. It just sounds like something I've heard of before that people do. I don't think the deer carcass one thing. I agree with you on the gold. The lead is going to be an issue there, I suspect. And I mean, I guess
it's so twisted.
The pie one, but the pie one seems almost too normal. Like, so.
All right, we're gonna go with fish rodeo. Yeah, giddy up. Let's go.
I can't believe you did that.
I can't believe you've done this.
You were so convincing.
This is already sad stuff. This is sad stuff.
Oh no.
Because
fish rodeo?
It's beautifully a fish rodeo.
Yes!
Fill that sucker up with fish and you pick them out. It is a tied game, 1-1. Ryan.
Hey, glad I could come in and make an impression.
I know.
One of them was child abuse.
It's tough stuff.
The other one was public shaming, evil public shaming. What was that was good. It was good. Thank you, Fish Rodeo.
Ryan, if you need to go, you can select someone for your proxy, okay? You can select someone for your proxy if you need to go. Ryan, I think we can get through this one though. This one is for you. Do you want to do your first question now, Pat, or do you want to
Sure.
switch the order?
I'll go.
Okay, do you want to do the one you sent me first and you do that one?
Yep, number one.
Okay, this is for Ryan.
All right, Bradford, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Marysville is a town in Piute County, Utah, United States. The population was 408 at the 2010 census. Marysville is a trailhead for the Piute ATV Trail. A post office called Marysville has been in operation since 1872. The town's name probably commemorates who?
And you have 4 options, Ryan. Is it A, the Virgin Mary? Is it B, Mary Magdalene? Is it C, Mary Queen of Scots? Or D, Mary Shelley?
Did you say probably?
Yep.
So what is the metric from a quiz writing perspective in which we determine?
Let me Google probably.
Oh Jesus, Ryan. In the meantime,
like experts consider this the most likely explanation. We just need some citations.
Rob, what do you think?
Probably means almost certainly, as far as one knows or can tell.
Okay.
So the most likely answer, it sounds like the most likely answer to the name.
But the most likely answer based on scholarly interpretation rather than based on what Rob thinks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bradford, I think it's Mary Queen of Scots.
Yeah. Definitely not Mary Shelley. Yeah, let's do C, Mary Queen of Scots.
Mary Queen of Scots if I were to do a proper Scottish accent, and I did.
I liked it. It was good.
Thank you. But did you select a proper lifeline to give you the proper answer? Hell fucking no.
No.
Ryan, you remain with 1. Clayton could slightly get an edge here. C is off the table, Clay. You got A, B, and D. Lifelines available. What do you want?
Well, let's talk this out, Robert. Gerke, you're 1 for 1. Let's talk this out. I mean, I'm thinking, Mormons aren't super into the Virgin Mary, but they're down with Mary. Mary Magdalene.
Mary Shelley just seems like a stretch. I just don't see Mary Shelley being the right answer. 1872, probably. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. So the question is, are they literate or Catholic? And I think they're more likely to be Catholic, and so I think we go with Virgin Mary. Also, Mary's veil. I don't know if that is. If that
the
means
veil.
Something. I don't know if that means something. I mean, A worked for us last time, so maybe we go with B this time.
We'll go with B.
B. When I
I think
play
the Virgin Mary is too Catholic.
When I play, I have 2 sound effects. I play game show loser, loss, and booyah. The booyah starts with a B, and booyah would mean you got it right. But I'm not playing booyah. I am playing. It is a tied game, 1-1. The correct answer, of course, Patrick, is A, the Virgin Mary.
The Virgin.
Just seemed too Catholic to me.
So can I assign Rob as my proxy?
Absolutely.
Here?
We're gonna have to do it.
All right. I am sorry, guys. I have to run.
You have to go.
But, Rob.
Rob is also responsible whether your Photoshop sinks or swims.
That's true.
Rob, you make up an explanation for the Photoshop. It's gonna be
Absolutely. No problem.
you make a justification.
Ryan, remember,
All right,
off next week. Off next week. No show next week.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Spring break.
I
Spring break.
apologize on behalf of Tim for slowing down the show so that Ryan couldn't.
Tim left.
I'm blaming Tim. Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Bye,
right,
Brian. I like how Jeremy's like the last man standing and shutting down aces and assholes. Here.
It's like you at the Honolulu airport, dude. You're like, I'm here by myself, dog. That's what I'm doing here. I got
keeping all. Like trying to shut. No,
Yeah,
at least
I like that the guy who was closing down the airport last time is now making fun of me over here. How it go? It's the circle of life, brothers.
I love it, my friend.
At least you're in a bar that never closes.
That's true. It's called the entire town of Vegas.
Yeah, it is. It's open 24 hours. They can't kick me out, right?
Hey, Jeremy, can you go and get to the what's that thing called, Clay? The big circle, the life elevator. What's that? It's the giant Ferris wheel. Can you do the show from that Ferris wheel? Is what I'm asking.
That thing. Oof.
What is that thing called? God damn it. Anyway.
I've never been.
I have, and it's fantastic.
Will you reimburse my Uber to it?
No.
I'll do 40%.
Because
I'm not
called Life Elevated.
No, it's like look at the link. Look at giant Ferris wheel in Vegas. It's probably way too far away. All right, the next question is for Clayton, and it's from our good friend, the wonderful Patrick Munger, successful quiz writer. You stumped them. You stumped them.
Yeah, I stumped him. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Another stumper. Give me a second.
Stumper, huh?
You stumped yourself. Where you put it? You don't know. You're like, oh, where do I put this?
Okay, here we go. Clayton, you ready?
Ready.
In the late 1860s, silver ore was discovered in the volcanic series of Bullion Canyon and Mount Belknap, west of Marysville, in the Tusher Mountains. In 1889, gold was discovered. Then, in 1949, uranium. It was prompting the United States Atomic Energy Commission to establish an ore purchasing station and field office in Marysville. The uranium occurs as veins within quartz, monzonite, granite, and rhyolite, usually in the form of pitch blende. Blank. Uranite, formerly pitchblende, is a radioactive uranium-rich mineral and ore with a chemical composition that is largely U, uranium, O, oxygen, 2. But because of oxidation, typically contains variable proportions of blank.
The 4 options before you for what it is are the following. Is it A, is it UO, not 0, UO5, U106, U207, U2, or U308? And I would have gone with UB38 or whatever that band was from back in the day.
UB40?
UB40, that's what I'm thinking.
I would have gone with OU812, which is the Van Halen record.
Oh, fuck yeah. You have 4 options. Gurky is your only lifeline.
Round and round, what goes around? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Well, we got Alex on the skins there. Good job. Nielsen, I love you. I think Gurky's like. I think he
Nelson's no longer a lifeline. He is.
That's right. He's
is proxy.
I still like him. I don't.
That's a nice thing to say.
I'm gonna go with Gurky. Gurky, you've done some stuff in this area in your life. You've eaten uranium. I've seen you eat it before.
You've done this stuff in your life. God bless.
You're radioactive as a human being.
Toxic.
Yeah.
You're toxic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the answer is C.
You've led me to the promised land, and you've led me astray.
You want to hear why?
Hell yeah!
I think the number is for uranium is like 220 something. That's normal uranium, and if it's
depleted,
and if it's giving off isotopes, it might be like a 207. 308's too high. 205.
I
don't like Patrick. Oh, is Patrick trying to throw us off with this maniacal laughter?
I love Gurky trying to talk about uranium.
Well, you called it granite. Was it granite or did you mean granite?
Oh man, these are so hard not to help right now.
Turn it up.
Touché.
Granite?
So hard not to help.
Granite.
I'll take a whiskey with granite.
All right. I have no choice but to follow Gurky's train of logic. Ride that train all the way down the U207 line.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Well, hold on. Time. I never said it. I never said final answer.
Is A, is that U-O or 0? U-05 or U-O?
He's like toying with you now.
You know, despite how many drinks I've had, I can weigh in as arbitrator and say that is a 0.
It's a 0. It's a 0.
It matches the 0 typographically of all the other zeros.
They're all O's for oxygen.
No.
Well, in that case, this whole quiz is invalidated.
The whole quiz? Come on now.
The whole quiz. You're gonna have to
go with C. Just go with C. It'll be
C.
Fine.
Validate this up your ass. Huh?
Should have known with that laughter.
O stands for nothing. 0, zilch, nada. God bless you. Now, does that sneeze clear out the bad ideas, Rob? Are you ready to say something good?
Sorry, that was a cough. I
Okay.
was clearing my throat.
COVID cough. Here we go. What do you got?
So obviously those are all. The 5 should be subscript. All the numbers should be subscript.
Oh boy.
No, Rob is correct. I said
and number 2 is impossible because you don't. If there's only one of that element in a thing, you don't put a 1. You just put the letter.
I apologize.
So B is impossible.
And I will say to Pat's credit, I wish I would have Pat you. I didn't realize that on what Pat said me did not correlate with what I typed into Photoshop.
No, I like this. Rob is he's digging in. So he's investigating.
Well, so those are supposed to be letter O's.
They are supposed to be O's and
those are actual chemical compounds. Interesting.
Oh,
They're
well,
O's for
that
oxygen.
changes
Way off.
things.
He said it was UO2 was the
Fine.
stable compound, and then it's D.
It's not D.
Nothing makes me happier than someone coming on and being like, "This is what's up." Like, this is what's fucking up. And he like schools all of our asses.
I'm just like typing whatever.
Lets us know what's going on. This is what this means. It should be subscribe. It should be that. And then
A? You're telling me it's A?
I'm telling you, it's 2.
It's not.
According
it's not B.
According to our good friend.
Wait, no, it's D, isn't it?
You said 2. You said number 2 in the what you sent over
It's
to me.
D. It's definitely D.
Oh, that's what Rob said.
So Rob.
Oh wow.
Do you see in the script? See in the subject? You said 2. You said 2.
That's question number 2.
Oh.
Rob is correct with the letter D.
All right. This is maybe one of the most. Good thing Ryan's not here to see this. Let's get our shit together for when Ryan comes back. Okay, guys. This is unbelievable.
He would enjoy seeing himself get the question right.
That's true. That's very true. Rob, you have gotten 0.5 after knowing everything. And I was so excited to go on that diatribe about you going off, but you got it right, buddy. You got it right, leading to your
thanks.
1.5. 1.5 to 1. But Clay, you got the coin toss. Clay, you got the coin toss. That is why you get to go first in this question, my friend.
All right.
This question, and we go because it's number 5. We go to the video round.
Well, if you blink, you'll miss it. That's what some people say about Marysville, Utah.
It would be a
Jesus
long blink,
Christ,
Ryan.
rude.
Yes, this little town is just 30 miles south of Richfield on Highway 89. If you are traveling through, you might want to stop and check out one of Utah's most unique traditions.
Fox 13's Todd Tanner takes us there in this
Todd
latest
Tanner.
edition of
I've worked
Unique
with
Utah.
Todd Tanner.
I love a good Todd Tanner.
Everybody who comes here will tell you there's just a feeling about Marysville.
In a town so small it doesn't even have a stoplight,
It's just a good place.
there's a shop on a side street that has a heartbeat of its own. This is Lizzie and Charlie's Rug Factory.
Shop here. He
That's
sold
right, everybody. This is Lizzie and Charlie's
Oh,
Rug.
I'm so relieved. I thought they were making S&M clothing.
Hello.
Can I get an amen?
I think Ryan's not here to see this kind of filth that's going on in Polyester Blend. Now, Clay.
I don't even know what S&M clothing is. I was gonna say something raunchier, but that seemed.
That's true, Clay. Now
Way to go.
It's the nicer version of what they sell at H&M.
Clay, this is the website for Lizzie and Charlie's Rug Factory. I thought you would have gone somewhere else with rug. But anyway, so but what we got going on here, Clay, is a wonderful place. It was originally opened in 1903 by a guy named James Cash Penny. Who do you think that is?
What's J.C. Penney?
Oh, what he opened up there in 1903 was the Golden Rule, an early predecessor to what eventually would become J.C. Penney. It was someone else's company. This was his second that he opened, according to their website, outside of the one he started in Wyoming. But it was known as the Golden Rule at that time. It was that way until about 1918, became a bar. And then in 1934, I guess after Prohibition or whatever, it then became back to a rug store, and it was passed around. And then in 2010, 2011, this group bought it, and they have it till this day, Clay. This is who owns that people you saw in that video. But Clay, I'm not asking necessarily about that. I'm asking about their website, because I was blown away when I selected their page. I was just looking at it. Long Arm Quilting Services. Okay, Clay? Long Arm Quilting Services.
Okay.
And this seems to be built off of a blog. This is all from Blogspot. Okay, so that's good to know. This
Ooh,
isn't
Blogspot.
It's a Blogspot. This is their website. This page called Long Arm Quilting Services has 5 elements. They have a photo of this photo. Okay, Clay?
Yeah.
They have this photo. They have
this photo, and then one image that doesn't load that you can see right there.
Oh.
And then the one sentence: for more information on having your beautiful top quilted, please contact us. So 4 images, one doesn't work, and the sentence: for more information on having your beautiful top quilted, please contact us. But I was blown away with the...
What is top quilting? That's
no idea. I was more interested in the comments, and there are quite a few, Clay. There are
People in
quite
the chat, let us know what top quilting is. I'm
Yes.
sure there's someone.
That would be very helpful to let us know. Clay, I'm going to give you 3 real comments on this page. You have to pick out the one that I made up. Okay, you got to pick the one I made up. Okay, Clay. These are all you'll kind of understand where I'm going with this very quickly.
Is this Merryworth level commentary?
No, it's not angry. It's more of, I would just say, repetitive in that they seem to be spamming this place, and they always end. I will say that all of these end in a link, so the last thing is always a link. Okay, Clay.
Okay.
So let me give you number 1. What this is, what this could possibly be. So this is what. Give me the one that I made up. Okay. Comments underneath this. A, carpet post included knowledge my family soon to know. Cheapest carpet cleaning, New Jersey. Was it B? It was Gobsmacked blog. This work is kinda unique with others. My friends must see this. I will tell you it when we have time for rug cleaning services Singapore. Is it C? Nice image shared by you for making of carpet. For buying carpet at cheapest price, go through this, use Karistan rugs. Or is it D? I feel good to read this blog. It's really a good blog, and I'm genuinely impressed with this. I definitely share this information with my friend. Thanks for sharing this. Residential Cleaning Toronto. Clay, out of those 4, 3 are real.
I think we all win.
Can we start with A again?
We will start with A. Let us go down this roller coaster one more time. A, carpet post including knowledge my family soon to know. Cheapest carpet cleaning, New Jersey. Is it B? It was Gobsmack blog. This work is kind of unique with others. My friends must see this. I will tell it when we have time for rug cleaning services Singapore. Is it C? Nice image shared by you for making of carpet. For buying carpet at cheapest price, go through these used Karistan rugs. Or is it D? I feel good to read this blog. It's really a good blog, and I'm generally impressed with this. I definitely share this information with my friend. Thanks for sharing this, Residential Cleaning Toronto.
Residential Cleaning Toronto.
And there was probably like
residential cleaning.
There was like probably, I think, up to 20 of these kind of messages. There were a lot.
I really wish I can't wait to find out which one you actually wrote, because they're all great.
Buddy, you have 4 options. You've got Girk as a lifeline. What do you got?
I mean, Gurky, do you think he wrote Gobsmacked or what?
I think he did, actually. I think there's a almost complete sentence in that one, and there's really not in the others. Although both B and D say that he will share this with my friend. So that
there's probably some sharing. Are you thinking maybe he saw that and replicated? I mean, this is really more of a deep dive into Ryan's psychological profile.
So here's the other thing. He got really excited when he started reading B. I don't think it's A, because he sort of downplayed that.
He got really excited with D.
Oh, well.
Which D is very exciting. Especially the last.
Excited for the D.
Especially the last sentence. Like, if he wrote D, it's a masterpiece. And I kind of am hoping Ryan is capable of writing something like Residential Cleaning Toronto.
My reservation about B is that Gobsmacked probably would be like a clue, an indicator that this was fake. So I think he would have picked up on that and not included Gobsmacked if that was actually good.
It was Gobsmacked blog.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Well, I think you're on the right track. I think it's B or D.
I think it's B or D as well.
I haven't steered you in the right direction very well tonight.
I'm gonna go with D. I think he wrote War and Peace to try to throw me off. Residential Cleaning Toronto. I just hope it's D. I really hope it's D, because that would speak to Ryan's genius.
We're going with D.
I guess I'm going with D.
I feel good to read this blog. It's a really good blog, and I'm generally impressed with this. I definitely share this information with my friend. Thanks for sharing this. Residential Cleaning Toronto is a masterpiece only to be created by the internet.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Brian, you let me down.
Brian. Who's Brian?
I said Ryan.
Oh,
you let me down.
I said Brian. I was like, who the fuck?
He
is
definitely
Brian?
said Brian.
Yeah, he said
Brian
Brian.
is Brian is the proprietor of Residential Cleaning Toronto. And I will be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you know Brian. Yeah, I gotta let know
formal
Brian.
complaint.
See,
I will definitely share this information. With
I share this information with Brian. Rob, the proxy for Ryan Bradford tonight. D is off the table. What do you think, buddy? You also have Gurky as well.
I'm feeling super lucky that I have a lot of experience with SEO practices like this. That's all this is.
Yep.
And I'm familiar with a lot of the writing styles that go into it, because a lot of the SEO in English in the world comes out of India, and so they tend to speak Indian English.
Right.
And then I also know that Karistan is not a place, so C.
Ooh, C. Nice image sharing by you for making of carpet. For buying carpet at cheapest price, go through this used Karistan rugs. Again, coming with the knowledge. I love it. The correct answer is actually A carpet post included knowledge my family soon to know. Cheapest carpet cleaning, New Jersey is the one I made up. The other three are real. You let the other ones do the work, gentlemen. You let the other ones do the work.
That was terrific. The cheapest carpet cleaning New Jersey really threw me off.
Lots of carpet cleaning. You're right, Rob. It is an example of Blogspot. I just find the whole thing interesting, and it's just an interesting world. It is 1.5 for Rob and Ryan, 1 for Clay. We go to the bonus, right? Yeah, that's where we're at. Gentlemen, it was brought up earlier. Get something to write down. By the way, I was going to have a question about this, Pat. There's a famous actress for a long time in Salt Lake, in Marysville. What was her name? Mary something or other.
Mary Chapin Carpenter?
No, Mary. God damn it! Where did it go?
Mary Magdalene?
No, not Mary. Oh, maybe Marysville. Oh my God.
What about the lady who wrote Rough Stone Road?
I kept saying Mary, but it's not. It's Marie. Let me look up her name.
Wasn't one of Joseph Smith's wives?
Estevez.
No, Estevez. Marie Windsor. She was a big actress for a long time in Hollywood.
Oh,
she was.
That's got to be an aim.
Is this the song that plays when you go to the Wikipedia? This is Mary Windsor's
This
Wikipedia.
is coming from Jeremy's.
The only page that plays music.
Coming from Jeremy's bar.
Yeah, my mic came unmuted while I had to move tables because they're closing that side of the restaurant. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, running
Mary
on empty
Windsor's
is not a
favorite
clue.
song.
You go ahead. There you go, Jeremy. Now, so what I was going to say is
Was that Boston?
So yeah, it sounded like Boston. But what I was going to point out is that there was so she was in all these
Vegas, baby.
So Mary Windsor was in all these movies. She was Mormon her whole life. Is buried in Marysville. She would return there, but
No way.
Yeah, very interesting. She was kind of do we pin up? They still call pin ups. She was known as that kind of, and then she was in all these movies.
That kind of woman.
I don't know. What do I say? I'm sorry. God bless. I mess up here. But then, so I looked it up, and it was her last movie. They say, her last movie was this thing called Commando Squad. So I clicked on that. I was like, cool. Hell Squad, also known as Commando Squad, Commando Girls. Just real quickly, gentlemen, this is the plot to Commando Girls.
We have less than 10 days to transform you from Las Vegas showgirls into expert commando fighters. I want you all to change into your swimwear. In a few minutes, we'll call you back out and tell you who has been selected.
So this whole plot.
Is that Dave Alford?
I don't know, but this whole plot is they've got to train Las Vegas showgirls. The whole movie's made in Vegas, Clay, but it takes place in the Middle East where they have to go save somebody. But maybe the most ridiculous part of the movie comes with this scene when they've entered the Middle East.
Well, I read on the plane over here that there's a water shortage. Plenty of oil in this country, but little water. So I suggest we fill the tub and all get in at once.
That's not a bad idea. Holy cow.
The actual movie that she was last in was called Commando Squad. That is actually still with the year's Vegas pinup, but she is more of a little bit more emboldened here, and she fights all this stuff. But I couldn't believe that there was like this whole genre that she was a part of. Anyway, we're not even talking about that, gentlemen. We will not be discussing that. In fact, what we're going to be discussing here is this right here. We brought it up earlier. Tim brought it up. Everyone knows it. Paiute County and Marysvale and all this is known about maybe one of the most extensive ATV trails in the country, let alone in Utah.
Nightmare.
All of that, yeah, seriously. All of that in red is around 222, I think, or 220 miles of trails, ATV trails. That's what that looks like. You go all the way to Sevier, you go down to Kenosha, you go to Fillmore. I mean, this thing's huge. You got
Ooh, you pronounce it
Kusharam.
Kenosha.
Sorry,
That's interesting.
Kusharam over there. Is it Kenosha? What do you say?
No, I say Kenosha.
Oh, Kenosha, maybe Kenosha. I have a Nosh and Kenosha. And then you've got Kusharam.
Kusharam, that's my place.
Love Kusharam, all this stuff. But Clay, and for Rob, this is a write-down answer. This is the bonus question, okay? On their website, in the red is around 220. But they say if you connect all the webbing of this, that in fact, using forest side roads, side trails, all the things they deem as still passable on an ATV, the actual miles of this Paiute ATV trail connecting to Marysvale is how many miles? Closest to the hole, gentlemen. This is closest to the hole. How many miles in the red is 220? The entire thing, look at that whole area. How many miles? All the little, everything's counted, okay? Count it all up. Gentlemen, write it down. This is not a runway. This is for all the marbles. Write it down. Let me know when you've written it down.
What did you say 220 was?
220 is the red.
Oh, now we've really started.
Now we're onto a something bad, yeah.
It's just another tequila sunrise.
Sorry to be clear, 275. I apologize, 275.
Can we look at the map again?
Yes, you can.
See,
275.
that's why I clarified.
Always good to clarify. 275. Let me know when Rob and Clay, you have written down something.
I've written it down.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Going into this, Rob, you're ahead. So you are the first person to let us know how many miles you have. All the trails, 275 there.
I'm saying 1,100 miles.
1,100. Clay Dog.
942.
942. Anyone else playing along at home?
I said 888. Oh, wait, no, that's upside down. 888.
Good one.
Good stuff, Kirk.
All right, so I'm here for the comic.
I love it.
Are you sure you didn't want to do boobs?
Oh, shit. Here comes our American son. Our fortunate son.
392.
Jeremy.
I said 1,119.
Whoa!
Jeremy's finally drunk enough to cheat.
Jeremy!
No, I have not.
Jeremy!
I have drunk too much to cheat.
Jeremy, I'll Venmo you for a free beer because you're the closest. You're the closest.
Because
means
the
Rob is the
actual
winner.
total is, this is why I said 220, 2,200 miles. Rob, as Ryan's proxy, you have done it. Good service for him. Rob, unbelievable. Rob,
I'm just delighted.
this is good stuff. I would love to do the first press conference with you, but we must keep ready to play because we want to try to end this before too late. So we're going to go into
I
our...
don't know if you can hear the music in the background.
Fortunate
Clayton
son.
Ain't no fortunate one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Jeremy. Loud and clear. Let me tell you right now.
Let's take a break because my bladder is about
I know,
to
same
explode.
thing. 2-song set. We're going to play Clay's next song that you might have seen earlier, then mine. We come back. We do a little You Shop Bro. Then we tighten up some things. Might even end the show right after that. Okay? Polyester Blend. We love you. 2-song set. All songs 1997. Thanks for being here. Here's Clay. Clay, do you want to explain it or just play it?
What is this? Is this the
Stereo Lep?
Oh, it's a Stereo Lep, man. Dots and Loops. Great record from 1997. Listen to it.
Doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, come on.
2-song set. We'll be right back. Great job, Clay.
damn. Every time we watch this dance video, it's cooler and cooler every time I see it. Speaking of cooler and cooler, just like that one-hit wonder, Your Woman by Whitetown. Come on now. Come on now. This is prime late 90s music. That's what we're here for.
Heard that song a million times. Couldn't tell you the band or the title of the song.
Well,
so thank you for
Whitetown,
clarifying.
Your Woman.
Was that played at the W many times by Ryan Schlegel when you were in the DJ
No,
there?
you know what? I didn't. That was never a banger for dancing. Blend.
Is that like a ding?
It makes sense. I'm watching these people dance to it, and it makes me realize it would have worked. It would have worked.
Like it's an easy song to dance to.
I mean, I was too busy playing anything. The Knife. I was playing The Knife. Heartbeats. Yeah. These are the songs I was playing. Also, Stereo Lab. Come on, that's an evergreen, baby. That's an evergreen.
Sounds like it could have come out yesterday, not 25 years ago.
And it's just as good today as it was before. It could be good in the future. It could be something from the past. Come on now, Stereo Lab. Very good stuff, people. We must get into it, and its new time slot's been relegated down. It's time to get to a little hit game we like to call You Shot Bro? You even shot bro? You shot bro? Oh no! People, don't look, Jeremy.
Just spoil it.
Spoil. People.
Spoiler alert.
I feel like this segment has been relegated so that the judge goes to Vegas and gets drunk before judgment every week.
I love this. I love this new world we're entering.
Well, if you like to get faded, you're gonna love my shot.
Oh baby, I can't wait.
Can't wait.
We've got people here who can judge along. I don't remember. Did I win last week? I can't remember. Did I? No one remembers. No. Why would I ask anyone here? Ryan's the only one.
I wasn't at the. I didn't have the shot. I didn't have a shot.
That's right. You didn't have the shop last week. So Clay, you can decide. Do you want Rob will be presenting Ryan?
Let's go with Rob right off the bat.
Okay. By the way, I saw this one. I saw this one, and I like it. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm absolutely ready to introduce this shop.
Go for it.
Give you a little backstory.
Can we do the concept real quick?
Good point.
If you could remind me what the concept is real quick.
So this week we decided to take. We were like, what should we do for a shop? What should we do? And I was like, well, I'm going through hell with my brackets for March Madness. In fact, they're causing me March Madness. So I'm saying, what is our own personal March Madness? You're causing me March Madness. So we were trying to come up with like, what is a March Madness inducing thing for all of us? So I went personal. What about you, Clay? Did you go for something particular to you? How did you approach it?
Oh, it was definitely personal.
Okay. Now, Ryan also did personal, Rob. And I will say, respect to Ryan. He's not here. I would have said this to him if he was here. He shops, bro. He shops. And I will say, he shops, bro.
He might win in absentia. Is that what you're saying?
So what do you think, Rob? What do you think personal for Ryan?
Yeah, for Ryan, I think that March is, I think, midterms.
Ooh, nice.
And I think that those are probably driving him crazy right now.
Ooh. Now, Rob, I had a sneak peek because I had to load these in. You're not wrong. You're not wrong in that it is something driving him crazy, driving him mad.
Well,
it's not it's not the work of having to do homework. It's the home outside producing. I don't know where I'm going with this. He, my friend, is not a fan like you. Actually, I should have said this would have been closer to you. He's not a big fan of what spring means, which means allergies. That's why Ryan submitted this. Oh, no.
Oh, that is brutal.
Oh, wow.
Did he get stung by bees?
Those are allergies?
I think he's holding a weed. I don't know what weed that is.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
But yes, in fact, you can see Ryan, some sort of weed has gotten, it's causing some sort of pustules on his body.
This is an homage to seasonal allergies, obviously.
Absolutely.
Either that or it's just he didn't even shop, dude. He just took a selfie.
Right. Or this is what he feels
Got
like.
the hives on the forehead.
This could be also what it looks like after he eats wings. He didn't say anything,
Maybe he should put that thing down, whatever it is.
A little close. Hey, Girk.
Is this one of his exercise selfies?
You know, the feet and the face swell up after running. Wow. Pretty disturbing. Jeremy, your thoughts here? Does the song, what song is on right now? Does it help explain what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what song this is.
Are you at a bar with only people over 50 years old?
Well, I was in a quieter spot. They basically kicked us out of all the quiet spots.
Oh, no.
So we have to be in this section of the bar, which, as you can see, is packed.
I was going to say.
Well, we have to fill this area.
Things are happening on Monday night at Aces and Assholes.
Hey, what does it mean when there's like a dollar amount on an LED screen? Is that like the jackpot?
Oh, yeah, progressive jackpot.
Progressive jackpot.
It's progressive jackpot.
Vegas, baby.
Yeah, progressive jackpot is at $5,040.87.
Take out a couple hundo out of an ATM and let it ride.
Let it ride, bitch. We got $5,000 on the table. You want action?
I'll Venmo you 80 right now.
We want action. Come on now.
All right. So yeah, it's definitely a gruesome Photoshop here. We've got some over accentuated facial features. There's clearly some distortion going on. It's a solid gag. It doesn't, you can feel that Ryan was maybe preoccupied with studies. He didn't have time to do anything super intense, but he still put in a pretty solid effort, because you've got like the hives on his forehead and cheeks, and then the distorted look. So yeah, I think it's a solid effort. Not necessarily one of the historic Bradford all-time greats.
Whoa! You hear that? I wish Ryan could hear this. You fucked up.
It could just be that Rob did a bad job.
No, I think you're missing something important here, Jeremy. His left eye, the one on our right, is not the original eye from the picture. He brought in an eye and blended it in,
quote unquote,
so
blend
flawlessly that you didn't notice that that's not really his eye.
Quote unquote blend, by the way.
It's a flawless blend that you didn't even notice.
It is a flawless blend, but we're not talking about polyester blend. We're talking about Photoshop blending, and I would say that there's some lack there. I mean, Ryan's not here. I mean, Ryan, I would tell you this to your face. I hope you're watching this, rewatching. You blew it. Okay, you blew it. Not just your face, but
I wouldn't say he blew it.
No, it's okay, Jeremy. You could say he blew it.
Is there a reverse kiss ass card for claiming the judge didn't notice something?
No.
You don't know if he noticed it or not?
No, we did. You know what we have? We just have a class.
You mentioned the hives after I mentioned them.
And
then you didn't really mention a lot much. What else?
I didn't actually hear you mention the hives, but it's kind of noisy.
I got a yellow card. I understand. All right. I'm backing away. All right, Clay, what do you want out of yours? Who do you want?
I'll do mine. Mine's a known. Mine's a known quantity. So I went with Are you familiar with the death of Caesar?
I have read the classics. I won't lie. I have read the classics.
So beware the what?
The Ides of
March. Didn't Clayton already do an et tu in one of these?
Clay.
Hey! You stick with a formula, okay? I got movies.
Is this a repeat?
The classics.
Is this a repeat blend?
This is not a repeat. This is never.
I think maybe I thought I was starting a live episode, but I was actually clicking on an old episode.
Yeah, this is live right now,
and I only just now noticed it.
I'm sorry to say.
What was et tu? What was my et tu? Et tu what?
It's probably et tu nodite or something like.
No,
was it et tu you two?
Yes, it was et
tu you two.
It was a Bono thing. Okay. This is Beware the Ides of March. This is my March Madness.
Okay. Beware the Ides of March. The Ides.
Oh. Beware the Tide Pods of March.
Tide Pods of March.
Yeah, I love laughing at my own.
Somebody's got to.
Zing! But
Atu Nielsen.
Nielson's doing a good job of, selling his work.
He's got the wrestler skills. That's what I love. I love the wrestler skills.
Come on, man. Give me some love here,
I love
man.
I've got to give some credit for the perspective, although there are a couple that I'm not sure are scaled quite right, but it is still pretty impressive.
I do. Julius is going to trip his balls off before he gets murdered. That's all I know.
What is he in high school 4 years ago? What is this, a tie pull challenge? This is...
Is he saying go away, or is he saying bring it on?
Yeah, or is he saying my laundry's over there? He was pointing. He's pointing to his laundry.
Tied me up, baby.
Yeah. Hey, here's your tide, Caesar. Laundry's over there. Go over there, my friends, because they're all buddies here.
You spilled some wine on your
tunic.
You need to wash it out.
That blood that's spurting out of your back. Let's clean that up with some Tide.
Tide Pods of March.
Tide Pods of March.
Thank you. Madness.
Wow. Pretty impressive stuff here.
Thank you. I know it was impressive. It was so impressive.
I love it so much.
All right, bring it on.
We got one last entry. It's from moi. Let me tell you this right now.
Who?
Moi? Huh?
Moi.
Ryan Schlegel himself, reader of the classics.
Okay.
I've read Julius Caesar. I've read Calvin and Hobbes. I've read Farside. I've read all the classics. So, with mine being a well-knowledge man, I brought up what causes me March madness. And I was like, what causes you the most madness in March? Well, I know what it is, not your failed brackets for basketball.
The phrasing of that requires a Clayton Seinfeld cue.
I do shop, bro. And also, does Clay Dog slap bass? I love Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
No, for you. I'll always humor. But my friend, I of course am talking about what causes me the most madness in March. I'll tell you what causes me the most madness. It's of course March weather madness. Is it gonna snow? Is it gonna be nice out? Is it going to rain? I'll tell you what it causes me to be a madman. I would say I even sound like a cuckoo boy. Someone who's lost his brain. That's where there's a bird coming out of my head. What weather is it going to be in spring? Oh, geez. It's causing me a little bit of March madness.
That's a great shop, Schlegel.
Did you pose these recently?
No. Schlegel on the right, what exactly is he experiencing in the rain?
He's like,
is he getting like a rainy day BJ? What's happening over there?
Okay, first of all, come on, this sexual humor, keep it to those low brows at Aces and Ales, okay?
Hey, I'm in Vegas, baby. That's how they roll here.
What about the BJ? What we're talking about, he's upset because he brought his umbrella. Is it even going to rain, though?
Rain.
Is it not raining? And notice that the font represents each of the Ryans. March is snow over snow Ryan. Weather, look, the sun, nice weather. Oh my God, it's nice today. And madness is rain over the rain Ryan. A little bit of
you just said it wasn't raining in that Ryan.
Well, but it's referencing that it might rain, okay? It's all about it might rain, okay? And don't forget the question mark clouds behind him, because what's up with this weather?
Over-explain card.
Over-explain card?
He's selling the
What
shop.
the fuck? We don't have an over-explain card. We have
You're selling the shop. You're selling the shop through your descriptions.
Clayton has a point. We might
let the judge judge.
Card.
What the fuck? What card? We got yellow card, red card.
A yellow card. It's
I already got one yellow card. If I got another yellow card,
then it's a red. You're out. I guess it's Tide Pod. I guess it's the Tide Pods of March.
I'd say that the highlight of Schlegel's is his own expressions that he modeled.
Yeah, how old are those pictures?
Are these
from
Bingo?
These
archival?
Yeah, it's from. I was doing I was doing bingo shoot one night, and I by the way, this is all by myself. Where I set up lights, set up my camera, and did this whole thing. Oh my God, people!
Okay, so that demands you answer my question, which is, what is the name of the expression of the photo on the right?
Jeremy, I just have to say that me personally, what I'm doing comedically
has no labels. I'm pushing the boundaries. So some would say I'm just out there producing things that you never once thought. Okay. Oh boy.
In that case, if you didn't label your stock files properly, that's got to dock you points.
Oh, come on.
Oh wow.
It's a shame that you couldn't just tell me what the file was called.
I
But
knew.
I understand.
I knew it'd be funny if I had a funny face and I held probably a bingo ball. So I just did a weird pose. That's what I came up with. All right. And by the way, this is breaking.
I didn't judge you. I just asked what the file
Fair
was
enough,
called.
but Jeremy-
you were the one making it awkward.
Fair enough. I always make it awkward like those faces. Breaking news. We have a late entry, everybody. We have a late entry to this week's. And this week's guest entry is, of course, this one. Okay, but that looks like, I swear to God, that looks like, I think that's Clay's old entry. I think that's, I'm sorry.
That is my March Madness.
It is March Madness. I have the wrong one here. Here it is. This is from Robert Gerke himself. Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Is that Alford? Yes. Ooh, is it a late comer for the win? Just making a play.
Jeremy, were you able to see that?
Is this a Cinderella story? Is it finally our March Madness Cinderella story?
I didn't see it. I kind of feel like if you're gonna make a political satire in this day and age, you've got to touch on like transphobia in women's sports. That's what.
Wow, dude, the judge.
The judge
has enough liquor in him to just shit on everyone.
He's about these days, you know.
This guy in Vegas, Jeremy, does not. No one gets away free of a judgment.
I'm just listening to Benny and the Jets and telling it like it is.
He doesn't have the well, maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have included the context.
He knows the context. Jeremy, you saw Point of Order.
I mean, saw it. I couldn't necessarily hear a lot.
This is a bad judge. This is Dave Alvarad. Is that his name? Alvarad?
He was admitted into the Total Piece of Shit Hall of Fame with a very torso-heavy photo.
And this week, he was mocking the all-women broadcast of the Jazz game, and that is why Gerke is making fun of March Madness by Dave's recent diatribe against women by saying women play basketball, matriarchal domination. This is so. I mean, it is very topical. It is very topical.
Ripped from the day's headlines.
Yes, from the headline, ripped from the Point of Order headlines.
Two of the three referees at the Real Salt Lake game on Saturday were also female. Sports note: Clayton might have missed in the March Madness.
This is a good point.
Called a very good game, and there was a rather exciting red card in the last minute of the match. Pretty good.
So, Judge Jeremy.
All right,
Ace,
time to judge this feeling.
You know aces, you know ales. Bring that expertise to what is the ace of this sick, ill ale, these ailing photoshops, okay?
All right. So despite my, wise ass remarks that might have, pointed out the flaws in some of these shops, they're all very, very good.
I'm very proud of these
So
shops.
congratulations to all shoppers involved. But I think I'm going to have to give it to the Scriv because Tide Pods of March, that's a pretty good gag. And like I said, he didn't get the perspectives perfect, but he tried. He put in a good effort.
He tried.
He got the March part, but I missed the madness.
Yeah, great point. Great.
You don't
Bruce,
think
the madness is when you do the Tide Pods.
Yeah, you don't think assassinating a beloved ruler with Tide Pods is madness?
This is unbelievable. The judge is clearly under the influence. I have to say. Clearly under the
Can we
influence.
send this one up on appeal? Can we get?
We're gonna have to. We're gonna need Jeremy to look at this. Jeremy, I'm sorry.
You guys just don't understand how highbrow the judge is.
All right, guys, I'm here to to arbitrate on the judges?
No, you can't. No,
What do we got here?
no. Next 2 weeks from now, Jeremy arbitrates on fresh eyes. All right, you're overstimulated by $5,000 at the bar. There, you could possibly win here tonight. You got nothing but ales.
I'm gonna win it.
Okay, you're gonna win it here tonight. But I'm telling you right
What do I
now,
do to win it? How do I win this?
we're gonna arbitrate next week. Arbitrate.
Someone to walk me through the process of getting this $5,000 off that screen and into my wallet.
Well, you
How
have
do
to
I do
take
it?
money out, Jeremy. You got to get money. Get money out while we get ready for the end of the show here. Because I'm going
I
to
got
just.
in my wallet.
Okay, get your wallet out, Clay. Get ready to tell Jeremy. We'll watch one spin and then he can keep spinning. But we'll do our sing along while he gambles. This is the most dream.
I'm doing it all in one spin. I'm not spinning more than one.
Oh boy, get some money out. Go. So you got to go sit down.
Sounds like a complete failure.
Go sit down at one of the poker booths there, or the at the bar. They usually have video poker at the bar. Go sit down there.
Oh, okay. I think I see it, Bart. Yeah.
So go sit down there with some money. We're gonna sing you out because this is the end of the show. We're at 11 o'clock.
Oh, well, there's no Limp Bizkit tonight, huh?
Well, I feel like we here. Okay, you know what?
No, we don't need to. We don't need to. We can just say goodnight. I took the red eye from Hawaii. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
I got my.
I can just walk back to my hotel. I can do this another day and video record it.
Yes, please video record it. Let's just do
You guys
this.
can give me the-
We're gonna.
This Aces and Ales place is like less than 5-minute walk from my hotel.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
So even though I'm in the middle of nowhere, I got a lot of good craft beer at this place. So
That makes me happy. We are in the Limp Bizkit Krew. We're winding the show down. We must announce a couple things. Clay, for taking the red eye, doing all the work you did in Hawaii, all that stuff, buddy. Guess what? You are Husky Boy of the show. All right, Clay? You're Husky Boy. You are Husky Boy of the show. You've done the work. You put it in. Let's go through real quick. Gurky, final thought. Oh, who came in last? Gurky came in last. Gurk, final thoughts on the show here. Final thoughts. Thank you.
All right, Gurky.
Good job, Gurk. Rob, final thoughts on the show here, Rob.
Great show. Really great cities quiz.
Yes.
Kind of a terrible shop. But, you know.
Yes, that's all you can do, Rob. You know what?
Jeremy's doing the best he can.
Call it like you see it.
The best we can is not always great.
Call it like you see it, buddy. I hear you. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Clay Dog, final thoughts. You're returning here. We're going to have a break. We're going to have a spring break. Polyester Blend. Next week is off. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
I loved being here. I loved doing this on no sleep whatsoever.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
airplane sleep.
Snory sleep.
Snory sleep. I loved alienating. I almost crashed the plane because all the weight went to the front of the plane. It's hard to keep the.
I've said this before. The Husky Boy, please move.
Yeah, Husky Boy. We have to weigh this thing out. You go on the front.
You know, I've said this before and I said it again. Like, doing this show on Monday nights is the best night to do this show. It's gotten me, it's carried me on days where I needed to be carried. One of these days is today. I hope we keep doing it, man. We're gonna get to 100.
We're gonna keep going.
Guess we're taking next week off, which, you know.
We're going to take next week off. We recoup. You think of Clay, you think of anything you want to do, and then we come back. We've got April 4th, 11th, and then unless there's some other reason we got to take a day off, the 18th of April will be our 100th episode extravaganza. So I think
that's not 420, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Well, we could talk about this. We could also, this is what we got to do, Clay. We'll get together. You have to come down to the Schledio. You got to be in the Schledio.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Scrivener birthday level show.
Yeah, and we're gonna do bits. We're gonna do the whole thing. And I think we got to have a writing session. I think we got to come up with some fun stuff for the 100th. All right.
Yeah, I think we need to bring it. I think we're gonna bring the heat. We're gonna market it as our 100th show. I think 100 is pretty fucking impressive for for a bunch of Husky boys who don't do shit.
We work hard on this show, buddy. We bring the entertainment. Come on now. We bring all the food into our gullies so we can be a part of this. People, we will be off next week. I'm going to try to put up, we'll see. I always think I'm going to.
Hey, what about my final thought? Just
Yes.
skipped over me. Thought I wouldn't notice. Is that how it is?
Go ahead. Go ahead there, bud. Notice the water. Notice the water.
I still got some beer too. But it's a session beer, so it like doesn't count.
Yes. Final thoughts, Jeremy.
I think Clayton was deserving this Husky Boy, but I think maybe.
All right, everybody. We'll be back next week with more fun stuff.
Was he just trying to Monday morning quarterback Husky Boy?
I'm just saying it took some effort to get here on the Wi-Fi and bring my judging abilities to the show while inebriated. But I did it for the love of the blend.
I love you so much. I love you so much. And you know what you get, Jeremy? You know what you get? That's what you get, Clay. You are the official Clayton Scrivener bass slap of the night. People, we're going to take a week off. All right? We're going to be back in 2 weeks. Spring break. Reflect on what you do on Mondays. Reflect on maybe what you'd like to see on Mondays. Anyone could be a part of the show.
Arizona moon.
Keep shining from the desert sky above. You know, pretty soon that big yellow moon will light the way back to the one you love. Blue shadows on the trail. We can't wait to the blue shadows lead you back, Jeremy, safely to your hotel, eventually home. Little cowboy, close your eyes and dream. All of the doggies are in the corral. All of your work is done. I hope Jeremy's singing this in Aces and Males. Close your eyes and dream.
Little pal, dream of someone.
Dream of your friends, Polly Blend. Clayton comes back. He's on the show. We got Gurky. We got Rob filling in for Ryan. We got Ryan. We got Jeremy. Anyone in the chat, we love you. Thanks for being a part of the show. Blue shadows on the trail. Soft wind blowing through the trees above. All the other little cowboys back in the bunkhouse now. So close your eyes and
dream
of 2 weeks. 2 weeks, it'll be right back with us.
Can you last a fortnight without the blend?
Watch some old episodes that you got time next week. Point out some old bits that you want us to highlight on the 100th anniversary. 3 more shows until our big 100th anniversary. I can't tell you how much I love all you boys.
Wait for the highlight reel.
Wait for the
early
highlight
shows.
We'll be back next week, you old sons of bitches.